exclusive presentation of the LSU Sports Radio Network.
It's LSU. That's why I came here. You stare challenges in the face and you go do it.
1-1. Again, high and deep to left field, down the line towards the monster. It's gone!
What does that look like? Recruit, develop, win.
Big swing! Could it be? Will it be? It is! Tigers win! Tigers win! 4-3!
LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball is on the air.
The pitch. Oh, strike three! Inside corner. Punched him out.
This is exclusive live coverage of Fighting Tiger Baseball on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Base hit into right. Coming in to score is Pearson, and the Tigers take a 10-9 lead. Hey now!
Brought to you by the 7 partners that represent Team LSU. Cox, the official communications provider of LSU Athletics. McDonald's, official sponsor of the LSU Tigers. Our Lady of the Lake, official healthcare provider of LSU Athletics. Albertsons, the official grocery partner of LSU Athletics. Hancock Whitney, the official bank of the LSU Tigers. People's Health, the official health plan of LSU Athletics. And by Coca-Cola, official beverage partner of the LSU Tigers. The powerhouse of college baseball plays here. This is LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball on the LSU Sports Radio Network. Time now for the Cajun Country Rice on Deck Show. Cajun Country Rice. Rice from Louisiana farms to your table. Live coverage of LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball starts now. From inside the booth with the call of the game, here is the voice of your Fighting Tigers, Chris Blair.
Back out on the road this weekend to begin another challenging weekend series in the SEC as the trending upward Auburn Tigers welcome in your number 1 ranked Fighting Tigers of LSU. Hello, everybody. This is Chris Blair, along with Mr. LSU Baseball, Bill Franquez, our straw stirring the drink back in the Capital One studios, Taylor Sharp, welcoming you to Sanford Stadium, Hitchcock Field at Plainsman Park for tonight's play-by-play story. Jay Johnson and his Tigers come off 2 solid weekend performances. They swept Ole Miss in Oxford, followed that up with a home sweep of Alabama. Butch Thompson and Auburn, well, they've been impressive the last 2 weeks as well, winning 2 conference weekends, taking 2 of 3 from Mississippi State here on the Plains, followed by an impressive series win in Columbia against the Gamecocks of South Carolina. Auburn has decided to switch up their weekend rotation this weekend by sending out sophomore right-hander Chase Alsop, making his first start in SEC action, and saving their typical Game 1 starter, Tommy Vale, until tomorrow's Game 2. Why, you may ask? Well, Paul Skeens is on the mound and throwing for LSU, and he's been phenomenal all season long, 6th in the nation in ERA, and leads the country with 124 strikeouts. So find your favorite chair, grab your favorite beverage. Cloudy skies, a little breeze, but otherwise a great night for SEC baseball. Game 1 gets the weekend started tonight. It's Auburn, it's LSU, and it's coming up next on the LSU Sports Radio Network. Support your LSU Tigers with Hancock Whitney, the official bank of LSU Athletics. From game day to the offseason, Hancock Whitney LSU credit and debit cards are a big win for any Tiger fan. Want to get your paws on these cards? Well, apply online or visit HancockWhitney.com/LSU. Hancock Whitney Bank, member FDIC.
All accounts subject to credit approval. Terms and conditions may apply. Albertsons is making shopping and saving easier than ever. Just For You deals is now Albertsons For You. It's everything you love about Just For You with all new perks. Get rewarded for just being you, including personalized deals, a free item every month, and even a treat on your birthday. With Albertsons For You, you earn points every time you shop and redeem them for discounts on groceries and more. Brand new Albertsons For You members receive $5 off their next $25 or more purchase just for signing up. Download the Albertsons app or simply update your existing mobile app to see your all new, all awesome perks. Albertsons, fresh foods, local flavors. Together, we are partners, setting a new standard for health. Together, we prove that no matter how battle-tested we are, our spirit remains undefeated. Our Lady of the Lake and LSU are creating transformational change and impacting Louisiana with a new standard for healthcare, research, and education. Together, Our Lady of the Lake and LSU are champions for Louisiana. Together, we roar. Learn more at ololrmc.com/LSU.
Getting you ready for the first pitch of LSU baseball. We continue on the Cajun Country Rice On Deck Show. Time now to talk with Tigers on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Back here in Auburn at Plainsman Park, game one of the series between LSU and Auburn. Time for Talking with Tigers. We're joined now by LSU catcher Hayden Travinsky. And Hayden, another big weekend for LSU, week number 8 of SEC play. At this moment, LSU's in first place in the overall SEC standings. Just your thought about the significance of continuing to play at a high level this weekend.
We're excited to carry over the rest of the season into conference play and just keep going with the momentum we have. Our concerns aren't about rankings or how everybody else perceives us. We know what our deal is, and we try to master that. And we just got to keep going.
This Auburn team has won its last 2 SEC series. You, of course, in your career are familiar with their program, went to Omaha last year. Just your thoughts on facing them and the difficulties of playing an SEC team on the road. How do you guys approach that kind of challenge?
The difficulties come when it's a different ballpark, new environment, everything's unfamiliar to you, but we've had some good series against this team in the past few years. They've played well against us. It's been back and forth, but the important part for us is just to focus on our plan and execute. But like Coach says, there's not any team in this conference that you can take lightly. They went into South Carolina and took 2 out of 3 against a really good Gamecock program. So the concern is not who our opponent is, it's just about what we can do to execute.
Of course, these past 2 weekends, Hayden, you've been instrumental in LSU's sweeping series against Ole Miss and Alabama. Just your thoughts, how would you evaluate the way you performed? First of all, those clutch home runs, just 2 unforgettable swings that I know meant a lot to the team.
I'm just happy to get a chance to show what I can do and help this team get a few W's, because at the end of the day, that's most important, not anybody's status or what's really at stake. It's just about this team winning and us being the best we can be.
Tonight, Paul Skeens gets the start. You know Paul well. What are your thoughts on how he approaches the game and how he has lifted you guys up in game ones throughout the year?
Paul's an impressive, not only an impressive person, but obviously an impressive player. He's been the rock for us as a staff. He's gone in every Friday and gave us 5 to 6 that we've needed. And I look for him to do the same today, keep over that good momentum, good energy, and look to see number 20 have a good day today on the bump.
Absolutely. All right, Hayden, we really appreciate it. Good luck throughout the weekend, and thanks for joining us.
Thank you, Bill. Thanks for having me.
Hayden Travinsky with us. Tigers getting set to face Auburn here at Plainsman Park. A lot more to come after this timeout on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Adopt US Kids presents What to Expect When You're Expecting a Teenager. Learning the lingo.
GOAT, G-O-A-T, acronym, stands for Greatest of All Time. As in, spaghetti sandwiches for dinner? They're my fave. Dad, you're the GOAT.
You don't have to speak teen to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care would love you just the same. Visit adoptuskids.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
Everything good, Bill? You hear all right?
Picture the
Yes,
SEC
sounds good.
athlete
Levels are good?
for
Yes,
Their
thank you.
speed, their
1-1.
vertical, their agility. But it's time we picture them for more. For their campus voice, their community outreach, and for the simple fact that 20 years later, they're still someone's pride and joy. More than students, more than athletes. In the SEC, it just means more.
You took the first step and quit smoking, but even former smokers may still be at risk for lung cancer. That's why SaveByTheScan.org wants you to know about a new low-dose CT scan that can detect lung cancer early. It takes only 60 seconds and could save your life. You took the first step, now take the next. Visit SaveByTheScan.org for a simple quiz to see if you're eligible and talk to your doctor about screening. SaveByTheScan.org is brought to you by the American Lung Association's Lung Force Initiative and the Ad Council.
We are back on the Cajun Country Rice On Deck Show with LSU Fighting Tiger baseball on the way. First, time to take a trip around the SEC on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Back here at Plainsman Park, getting ready for game one of this series. LSU on the road taking on Auburn. Again, coming up, we'll have a chance to talk with Jay Johnson. We'll get you the starting pitchers in tonight's game, the starting lineups, of course, and first pitch between Auburn and LSU. Fans, Our Lady of the Lake, proud to be the championship health partner of LSU. Together, Our Lady of the Lake and LSU, champions for Louisiana. Together, we roar. Learn more at olrmc.com/LSU. A couple of series began last night. Everybody else getting ready to start the weekend around the Southeastern Conference. Let's go around the SEC, presented by Visit Baton Rouge. We're ready. Are you? With that, once again, to my right, spacious press box here at Plainsman Park. Way over here is Mr. LSU Baseball, Bill Franquez. Bill, what's happening around the SEC?
Well, Chris, as you said, it got underway last night, week number 8 of SEC play. A couple of games. First of all, in Columbia, Missouri, a real wild affair between Ole Miss and Missouri. Ole Miss at one point led the game 9-3, but Missouri roared back, and Missouri gets an 11-9 victory over Ole Miss to start that series over in Columbia. And then in Tuscaloosa, Alabama playing host to Vanderbilt, and Alabama with a big victory, 11-2 last night over third-ranked Vanderbilt. So the Crimson Tide off to a good start in that series after getting swept by LSU last weekend. So with the results of those two games in, let's give you the standings as they are right now going into tonight's play. Right now, with that Vanderbilt loss last night, LSU is at the moment in first place in the overall SEC race. The Tigers have a record of 15-5, which is a .750 winning percentage. Vanderbilt right now is 16-6, which is a .727 winning percentage. So right now the Tigers are in first place in the SEC race. LSU at 15-5 in the West, leading Arkansas, which is in second place in the Western Division at 14-7. Alabama, with last night's win, is now 10-12. Texas A&M and Auburn are 9-12. Mississippi State is 6-15, and Ole Miss, with its loss last night, is now 5-17 in SEC play. In the Eastern Division, Vanderbilt in first place at 16-6. South Carolina is 14-6. Florida is 14-7. Kentucky and Tennessee are 11-10. Georgia is 8-13. Missouri is 6-16. And there are a couple of games underway tonight. Game one of the series in Athens between Tennessee and Georgia. Tennessee leads that one in the top of the third inning 2-1 over the Bulldogs. In the bottom of the first in Lexington, South Carolina is at Kentucky. There's no score right now in the bottom of the first inning with Kentucky batting. Later this evening, same start time as ours, 6 o'clock Central Time. Ole Miss is at Missouri. That's game 2 of that series. Also at 6 Central, Florida will be at Texas A&M for game 1 between those two clubs. Also at 6 o'clock this evening, Arkansas is at Mississippi State as they begin that series in Starkville. Then at 7 o'clock this evening, game 2 of the series between Vanderbilt and Alabama. So, Chris, at the moment, Tigers number 1 in the SEC in the overall race, and LSU looking to solidify that position tonight against Auburn.
Yeah, Jay Johnson says it every time. Another game, another opportunity for a W, and his Tigers will try to do that tonight here on the road and get this series started off right. Tiger fans, remember StubHub, the easiest way to experience every Tiger game. Check the virtual view, score your seats, and get your tickets delivered instantly. StubHub, the official ticket marketplace of LSU Athletics. StubHub, be there. Coming up, we'll take a look at the starting pitchers for both Auburn and LSU. Bill will break that down for us. Then we visit with head coach Jay Johnson, your starting lineups, and first pitch, game 1, Auburn hosting your Fighting Tigers. Back after this on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
When it comes to investing in your home's comfort, it's never just one thing. You want to make sure you get an air-conditioned system that's reliable, affordable, energy efficient, backed by a strong warranty, and is installed by a dealer you can trust. That's why people who insist on the best choose Trane. Plus, right now, Trane is offering special financing. So what's not to love? Visit TraneSouth.com to find a local Trane dealer today. It's hard to stop a Trane. Subject to credit approval. Ask for details. Hey, Baton Rouge, don't go to just settle for boring old frozen pizza for dinner. Head over to Fat Boys Pizza, where size matters. Come check out their large pies that measure 30 inches across, but the number scarcely does it justice. When you see their 30-inch pie, your whole world got smaller, and your idea of pizza got bigger. From delicious pizza choices, chicken wings, garlic knots, and so much more, stop by Fat Boys Pizza, located on Nicholson Drive in Baton Rouge, or visit them online at eatfatboyspizza.com. Hey, Tiger fans, 12 and younger, don't miss your chance to be a part of Mike's Kids Club, presented by Shell, the exclusive kids club of LSU Athletics. Join Mike's Kids Club for only $25. Get the official Mike's Kids Club t-shirt, free admission to select LSU athletic events, and much, much more. To learn about upcoming events and to join, please visit LSUMKC.com. The Mike's Kids Club, presented by Shell.
Leading you up to first pitch of LSU baseball. Back with more on the Cajun Country Rice On Deck Show. Time to break down the game's starting pitchers on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Fans, Capital One offering checking and savings accounts with no fees or minimums. Capital One, what's in your wallet? Let's take a look at the starting pitchers for tonight's game one. With that, once again, here's Bill Franquez. Bill?
So instead of throwing their number one pitcher tonight, Tommy Vale, Auburn coach Butch Johnson electing to go with Chase Alsop, who's making just his first start in an SEC game this year. On the year, Alsop, the right-hander, has no decisions, ERA of 7.62. This will be his 16th appearance overall and his fourth start, but again, his first start in SEC play. He does have 2 saves to his credit. Alsop has worked 26 innings, but he's allowed 37 hits and 22 earned runs. He's walked 23, struck out 31. He's allowing an opponent batting average of .336, and he's given up 5 home runs on the year. Alsop, though, does have very good velocity. His fastball clocked at over 95 miles per hour. The issue for Alsop has been control. At 6'1", 238 pounds, the sophomore from Dothan, Alabama, has a very powerful arm. That 4-seam fastball can be effective when he does throw it for strikes, but according to the scouting reports, some mechanical issues have caused him to have some control problems. So we will see if that is an issue for him tonight. But Alsop does have a very good arm. If he can channel that velocity in the right way, he could be a problem for the Tigers. But up to this point, he has not performed well statistically. In SEC play, this will be his 8th appearance in an SEC game. In 8 1/3 innings, he's given up 6 earned runs on 11 hits, 12 walks in those 8 1/3 innings, and 11 strikeouts. So we'll see if the Tigers, again, as Jay Johnson always says, control the strike zone, control that line of scrimmage, as it were. And if the Tigers can do that and not allow Alsop to expand that zone, then LSU certainly has a chance for success against him. Meanwhile, LSU pitcher Paul Skeens on the mound. He is indeed LSU's number one pitcher. Skeens, a candidate certainly for National Pitcher of the Year honors. The big right-hander is 8-1 with a 1.93 ERA, 65 1/3 innings. He's allowed only 14 earned runs on 37 hits. He's walked only 12. He has struck out 124. He leads the nation in strikeouts with 124 Ks. He's allowing just a 159 opponent batting average, which leads the SEC. He also leads the SEC in innings pitched. He also leads the SEC in ERA at 1.93. So Paul Skeens on the mound against the Auburn Tigers. Of course, Paul, the big-time prospect at 6'6", 247 pounds, the junior from Lake Forest, California, pitched 2 years at Air Force, transferred here to LSU, and he has been dynamite so far for the Tigers. That fastball at 100 miles per hour, complements it with a wipeout slider and an excellent changeup, and he has certainly been very effective against virtually everyone he's faced this year. So we look forward to another big-time outing from Paul tonight, Chris.
No doubt about it. It'll be Chase Alsop, the sophomore right-hander, and junior right-hander Paul Skeens for your Fighting Tigers. We'll continue with more up next. We had a chance to visit with head coach Jay Johnson. Tonight's game brought to you by the 7 partners that represent Team LSU. Cox, McDonald's, Our Lady of the Lake, Albertsons, Coca-Cola, People's Health, and Hancock Whitney. Coach Johnson coming up next here on the Cajun Country Rice On Deck Show from the LSU Sports Radio Network.
This is Richard Zuslaw, CEO of Acadian Ambulance Service. On behalf of all the Acadian employee owners, please be careful while driving. Always use your seatbelt and never text and drive.
Are you a homeowner looking to keep your home cool while saving money? Perhaps you're an HVAC contractor who wants to offer customers more efficient, more consistent home comfort. Luxair is the name to know for unmistakably efficient and reliable home cooling, and great business building programs for contractors too. Contact your Luxair dealer to find out more. Or if you're a contractor, visit solarsupplyluxair.com to learn about working with Luxair. The LSU Tigers excel due to great preparation, talent, and execution. Those same principles are what make National Trench Safety the leader in the trench safety equipment industry. National Trench Safety is recognized across the country as the trench and traffic safety specialist, supporting the equipment rental and engineering needs for the refining, chemical, pipeline, power, transportation, and municipal market. Visit ntsafety.com today for more details. Remember, if it's in the trench, over the trench, or around the trench, National Trench Safety has you covered. Go Tigers! The Tigers are your team, and Super One Foods is your grocery store. They offer super low prices from the moment you walk in their door, starting with the hottest deals on their famous wall of values. You'll get super savings on fresh produce, meat cut fresh daily, and all of your favorite brands throughout the store. Shop Super One Foods online or in store for super low prices on game day and every day. Go Tigers and go Super One Foods.
This is Richard Zuslaw, CEO of Acadian Ambulance Service. On behalf of all the Acadian employee owners, please be careful while driving. Always use your seatbelt and never text and drive.
As we continue on the Cajun Country Rice On Deck Show, it's time to visit with the top Tiger. This visit with LSU skipper Jay Johnson, presented by Hancock Whitney, the official bank of LSU Athletics, on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Coach, you come in and start this very important series on the road. First of all, first trip here to Plainsman Park, one of the more unique places here. I know you guys got a chance to work out. Your initial thoughts on the challenges and the opportunities you see here.
Yeah, nice ballpark, just like all the rest of them in the SEC. Good environment. The challenge is the team that we're playing. I think it's an offense that's playing about as good as anybody in the league right now. They have a lot of guys that can hit extra base hits. They have some speed. They bunt well. So a very complete team offensively. I think, we're going to have to take good at-bats. We're going to have to handle the ball on defense, and our pitchers are going to have to get in the strike zone and control the count.
Yeah, you mentioned this Auburn team, a power surge here of late. I think 17 home runs in the last 6 SEC games. Certainly showed it against South Carolina last weekend. Obviously, it's great to have Paul Skeens out there. What must he do against this lineup based on what you've seen?
I think get ahead and command the baseball. Obviously, his stuff is he can win in the strike zone because his stuff is so good. So if he continues to do that and see if he can control the count and get them to open up the zone a little bit with his stuff, that will be really good for us.
One of the things that stands out about this Auburn team as well, how successful they've been in Game 1 of SEC Series. So, they're going to bring their best. LSU across the field, at the plate, and on the mound will have to do the same.
Absolutely. And our team has done a good job of that. Obviously, having him go in Game 1 really, really helps in that regard. But we need to take good at-bats. We need to support him on defense. We need to be good out of the bullpen. And that's been a good recipe for us, and we'll need to do that tonight.
Finally, Coach, taking a look at Auburn and their pitching staff, I don't mean to talk so much about their offense. What do we know about who we'll see tonight on the mound and their bullpen overall?
Yeah, Chase Alsup is going to start. He's got a great arm. It's a fastball up to 98 miles an hour. He's pitched good the last 2 times out of the bullpen against South Carolina and Mississippi State. So we need to really control the strike zone, as our team typically does. We need to force him over the plate and have short swings, because he can supply power for you if you just get the right pitch over the plate and really not try to do too much. So in all reality, offensively, it's just about staying in character.
All right, Coach. Well, looking forward to getting it started this weekend. Best of luck tonight. Go get them.
Thanks, Chris.
And Coach Jay Johnson, everybody. We'll take a timeout. We come back, starting lineups. We'll get it started. First pitch coming your way. Auburn hosting your Fighting Tigers here on the Plains on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
If you love them enough to turn off your music and pretend like their music is your music.
Ah, this is Mommy's jam.
Then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Let's play it again.
Check today at nhtsa.gov/the right seat. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
We always picture the SEC student athlete for their speed, their vertical, their agility, but it's time we picture them for more. For their campus voice, their community outreach, and for the simple fact that 20 years later, they're still someone's pride and joy. More than students, more than athletes. In the SEC, it just means more.
This is the story of a very special woman. Just a few knew about her superpowers. In a matter of seconds, she turned herself into a great mathematician. She masqueraded as a regular person at work, but as a superhero at home. Everyone knows her as Gabriella. I still call her Mom.
Your hero needs you now, and AARP is here to help. Find the care guides you need to help, complete with tips and resources at aarp.org/caregiving. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
First pitch of LSU Fighting Tiger baseball is just moments away. Time now for the starting lineups. Presented by Cintas. Proudly helping Louisiana business stay clean, safe, and ready for the workday for over 40 years. On the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Here at Plainsman Park on a Friday evening, getting ready game one. Auburn and LSU fans this season. Cajun Country Rice giving Tiger fans a chance to honor their favorite home chef, crown them as the All-Star MVP. Again, time running out. Still going to have a winner this month of May, so just visit CajunCountryRice.com/LSU Tigers and submit the name of your favorite amateur chef, and they could be a winner. Let's take a look at the Cintas starting lineup. First for the homestanding Auburn Tigers, 25-18-1 their overall mark. They are 9-12 in SEC play. They'll be led off by Chris Stanfield in left field, a freshman batting .311. Ike Irish will be the DH. He'll be up in the order, batting second. Also a freshman for Coach Thompson, batting .370, 19 doubles, 1 triple, and 3 home runs. Bobby Pierce will be in right field. He'll bat third, a senior with a .373 average. Cooper McMurray will be at first base, who will be the cleanup hitter. .306 his average on the year, does have 12 home runs. Bryson Ware will bat in the 5-hole. He's at third base. He leads the team with 18 dingers on the season. Cole Foster will bat sixth. He'll be at shortstop, a junior hitting .327. Kaysen Howe will be in center field. He'll bat seventh. Caden Green will be the second baseman, batting eighth. And Nate LaRue behind the plate catching tonight will be in the 9-hole, the senior batting just .162 on the season. Now for your Fighting Tigers of LSU, 36-8 their overall mark. They are 15-5 in SEC play. Gavin Dugas atop the order, the senior batting .315. He'll be at second base. Trey Morgan will be in left field. He'll bat second with a .321 average. Dylan Cruz, the junior center fielder, will bat third, hitting .486 on the year, leads the nation. Tommy White behind him in the cleanup spot will bat third once again. The sophomore batting .369 with 16 home runs on the year. Cade Beloso will bat fifth as the DH, the senior hitting .315. Jordan Thompson will be behind him, batting sixth and playing shortstop. Jared Jones at first base, moving up to the 7-hole, the freshman hitting .341. Josh Pearson will get another start in SEC play, his 18th start of the year. He'll be in right field, batting eighth. And Alex Milazzo, another start. Quickly adding those up here. This will be his 15th start of the year. Milazzo will play catcher, of course, and will bat ninth, and has a red-hot average of .362. That's a look at the Cintas starting lineup. That means first pitch is coming up. Game one, Auburn, LSU on the Plains, coming your way on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Together
Together, we are partners, setting a new standard for health. Together, we prove that no matter how battle-tested we are, our spirit remains undefeated. Our Lady of the Lake and LSU are creating transformational change and impacting Louisiana with a new standard for healthcare, research, and education. Together, Our Lady of the Lake and LSU are champions for Louisiana. Together, we roar. Learn more at ololrmc.com/LSU. Straddling the mighty Mississippi between Baton Rouge and New Orleans, Ascension Parish is Louisiana's sweet spot for a perfect weekend stopover, shop-over stay. Shop at Tanger Outlet's 60-plus designer and brand name stores. Tour fabulous Homa's House Mansion and Gardens. Visit Sugar-Filled Spirits Distillery, known for its unique spirits, wines, and ciders made from real local ingredients and flavors, or so many other interesting nearby attractions. Just a half hour east of Baton Rouge's Tiger Stadium and 1 hour west of New Orleans. Ascension Parish, your Baton Rouge to New Orleans stopover, shop-over spot. For more info, check out lasweetspot.com.
Will Scott Mobile Mini is the global leader in modular offices and storage containers. Keep your products safe and secure with our wide array of vault-like storage containers. Need shelves and lighting for your container? We can help. We have the right container for your industrial, commercial, or residential storage needs. All of our offices are delivered ready to work with customizable furniture options to fit any need. Give us a call at 800-841-7016 or visit our website at www.mobilemini.com.
17 SEC championships.
The flat 5 R's in the pitch.
34 NCAA tournament appearances.
One on the hit the right field. That's way back there. Way back there.
18 trips to Omaha. 6 national titles. The powerhouse of college baseball. This is LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball. On the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Good Friday evening. Welcome to Auburn, Alabama, here at Plainsman Park. We're moments away from getting started. Game 1 of this series, Auburn hosting your Fighting Tigers of LSU. Along with our producer, Taylor Sharp, straw stirring the drink back in the Capital One studio, Mr. LSU Baseball Bill Franquez. I'm Chris Blair, and happy to have you along with us on this Friday night. Bill, may the 4th be with you and with Tiger fans across our green and blue planet here on this Friday, as there was a little halt there. They were ready to get started. Then the umpires met on the infield grass. Now they all go back to their respective positions, and we are set to go with first pitch. First delivery by Alsop. Going to hit Gavin Dugas in the left arm. We are underway. Time of first pitch, 6:02. But Dugas takes the first pitch, wears it. He'll go down to first base. And the Tigers add another hit by pitch, closing in on the century mark. That's number 99.
Gavin Dugas now has been hit 21 times this season. He entered the weekend number 7 in the nation in hit by pitch, and he takes that first offering from Alsop.
So the runner at first, nobody out. That'll bring Trey Morgan quickly to the plate. Righty on lefty matchup, and the first delivery misses outside for ball 1. Again, Bill gave you the scouting report earlier this evening. Hardest throwing pitcher for this Auburn squad. Doesn't have the best numbers, but can put the velo up there, 97, 98 miles an hour, as Trey Morgan swings and drives one high and deep to right field. Caught that fastball, sends it out of here. 2-run blast. Trey Morgan and the Tigers right out of the gate take a 2-0 lead. Also gives up his 6th home run of the year, and Trey Morgan wasting little time to get the fireworks started here on a Friday night.
Trey Morgan, home run number 4 this season for LSU, and that's been the issue with Alsop, a very hard thrower, but just not able to control the strike zone. He left that pitch up over the plate. Morgan just jumped all over it and sent it way out of here over the right field fence.
Trey Morgan showing the power, which he does possess. And quickly, Dylan Cruz, batting 3rd in the lineup, is at the plate. Nobody out. 2-0 LSU as this breaking ball from Alsop misses high for ball 1. Morgan just his 4th round tripper of the year, but it was a loud one. Here's the 1-0 to Cruz. Fastball, and it will miss off the plate. 2 balls, no strikes. You heard Jay Johnson before tonight's game mention, hey, he throws hard. But there's a chance if we stay in, stay disciplined, get a swing on it, you can hit it back as hard as they throw it. There's a strike off speed from Alsop. That'll make it 2-1. Trey Morgan did just that.
That home run for Trey, his first homer since April 18th. He homered against UL Lafayette.
2-1 to Cruz. Rifle shot, foul down the third base line. That'll even the count now. 2 balls, 2 strikes. We're just underway and already 2-0. First pitch, 6:02. Just 3 minutes later, Dugas hit with the first pitch of the game in the arm. He goes to first. Trey Morgan takes one deep to right field. The 2-2. Breaking ball misses outside to Cruz. That'll fill the count 3-2.
Along with that fastball at 94 to 98. Also with a slider at 82 to 86 miles per hour.
Payoff delivery. This one lifted in the air, center field. Kason Howe on the run as the wind carries it right center, and he and Pierce collide at the wall, and they are both out on their backs and laying down. Now they're starting to move a little bit, but they were not moving at all. I'm not sure who held on to the ball, but it is out number 1, as both very slow to get up, and Bill, for a split second, neither were moving out there. They have one in Pierce sitting down on the track. The center fielder Howe, who I believe came up with the catch, is trying to get to a knee as the trainers go running out there, and that was a vicious collision in right center field. The ball off the bat of Cruz looked like it was going dead center. Again, didn't have a lot of wind out here, but it carried to right center field. Howe was at full sprint. Pierce going to his right at full sprint. They collide. Somehow they hold on to the ball for out number 1, but now they're going to take a look at both of them. Again, it's Pierce sitting down on the track, Howe on a knee. Now he will rise to his feet. Gets a hand from the crowd just beyond the fence out in right center, and now we'll see Pierce rise to his feet.
That's a good sign. Looks like both kids are okay. Tremendous effort. I believe Howe, the center fielder, actually made the catch and then collided with Pierce right at the base of the right center field wall. Just a tremendous play, and hopefully both guys are okay. It appears they are.
So Dylan Cruz took one deep. Just missed another home run by the Tigers here in the top of the first by mere feet, but a great play by Howe. Comes up with the catch, pays for it with the collision with his teammate Bobby Pierce, but again, it appears both are okay. They're still talking to Pierce, and looks like he's letting them know he's still ready to go out and play in right. So the good news is they both are okay, and with one out and a 2-0 LSU lead, we'll see Tommy White come to the plate. A lot of action in the first 7 minutes, actually first 5 minutes of this game. So we'll see Tommy White, again 16 home runs on the year. Here at Plainsman Park, left field, down the line at 315, you have a 37-foot monster to deal with in left. Then about a 45-degree angle to the right side of the monster, and the wall goes farther in left center field. Straight away 385 in center and 331 down the line in right. First delivery, nice breaking ball that time from Alsop, and it's a called strike, and it's 0-1. Now Tommy White, of course, has plenty of power to take it over the monster, but out of his 16 home runs this year, 9 of them opposite field. There's a swing and a miss. Another breaking ball, nicely done by Alsop, breaking away from the right-hander, and White behind in the count 0-2. He's had 5 home runs straight away center field. 9 to right field, 2 to left. The 0-2 lays back but fouls it out of play right side. That'll keep the count 0-2 to Tommy White. Again, if you're just joining us, Gavin Dugas led off. First pitch of the game hit him in the arm. He went down to first base, and then Trey Morgan had a baseball exit over the fence in right to make it 2-0. This one fouled back into the screen by White. Just missed on that fastball at 97. Still 0-2.
Tommy White leads the nation in RBI with 73. 9th in the SEC in total bases.
The 0-2 pitch. Another breaking ball. White, though, swings, stays alive. Got a piece of it. Sends it foul right side, out of play. Still battling with an 0-2 count.
White also number 6 in the SEC in slugging percentage. And what really stands out about him is how few times he has struck out this year. You think of him as being a power hitter who swings and misses a lot, but he really doesn't.
The 0-2, another breaking ball, a ground ball, one hopper going to be snagged by Ware at third. throw to first in time to get White for out number 2. That was a solid play by Ware, moving to his left, the one hopper on the infield grass. Fully extended, able to make the play, and then slow down the momentum and get a good throw to first base over to McMurray. So with 2 down, now we'll see Cade Beloso.
Nice piece of 2-strike hitting by Tommy White, but a good play by Ware going to his left.
So now we'll see Beloso, who stands in. 315 average for the DH, and the first pitch to the left-hander. Breaking ball at the knees for a strike, 0-1. So Alsop, scouting report talking 95, 98 miles an hour. Really doing a good job locating with the off-speed delivery early on. Here's the 0-1 fastball, and it's a ground ball right at the second baseman, Caden Green. He'll scoop it up with a glove, throw to first, and that'll end it for the Tigers here in the top of the first. But not before they get on the board. Trey Morgan, his 4th home run of the year. The Tigers get 2 runs on 1 hit. They leave nobody on. They lead Auburn 2-0 after a half inning on the Plains. Coming up, Auburn to the plate after this on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Hey, hon, what you doing with your phone? Taking pictures?
No, I'm asking it questions.
Like what?
Hey, Bobo, do flowers have best friends?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, follow me. I want to show you something. Look, flowers do have best friends.
Whoa.
Some answers can only be found in nature. Discover the unsearchable. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a trail near you. Brought to you by the United States Forest Service and the Ad Council.
We always picture the SEC student athlete for their speed, their vertical, their agility. But it's time we picture them for more. For their campus voice, their community outreach, and for the simple fact that 20 years later, they're still someone's pride and joy. More than students, more than athletes. In the SEC, it just means more.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball from the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Fighting Tigers of LSU lead 2-0 here after a half inning. Auburn with a rough start. They hit the first batter with the first pitch of the game. Gavin Dugas sent down to first, and Trey Morgan in the 2 spot. Got up, wielded the lightsaber, and smacked one out to right field to make it 2-0. Now we'll see Paul Skeens set to face the top of the order for Auburn the first time tonight. Stanfield, Irish, and Pierce due up. Again, cloudy skies here on the Plains. A little bit of spitting rain as we made our way to the ballpark around 4 o'clock, but expecting just to have the clouds. I'll get you your full game day forecast coming up, but Skeens ready to work. The right-hander fires to Stanfield. The fastball misses inside at the hands, and it's 1-0. Your game day weather report brought to you by AccuTemp. Chance of power outages never. Get a whole home generator from AccuTemp. Keep the power in your hands. Currently 65 degrees here at Auburn, and a smack base hit off the bat of Stanfield through the 6-hole between White and Thompson. And Stanfield gets it started for Auburn with a leadoff single. That will bring Ike Irish to the plate, the DH, a freshman in the lineup for Auburn. Again, 65 degrees, cloudy skies. Clouds will be here with us the rest of the night. Temperature going to drop down to around 63, so not too bad when we finish up. But you don't see that very often. Tip of the cap to Stanfield there, ready to hit, stood in, swipes a base hit to left field. He's a runner at first. 5 for 5 in stolen bases. Skeens takes a look, now fires, and this one popped up off the bat of Irish into shallow right field, and Pearson coming in. He'll take care of it for out number 1. That'll get Stanfield back to first base.
This Auburn club is a good offensive team, hitting .289 on the year, 64 home runs, 90 doubles. They have really swung the bats well the past 2 weekends, winning series over Mississippi State and South Carolina.
17 home runs by this Auburn club in the last 6 SEC games, including 5 in the win over the Carolina Gamecocks in the series finale last weekend. First pitch missing outside from Skeens, and it's 1-0. Pierce stands in, batting .373, a right-handed hitter as Skeens fires, and it misses low and away. Make it 2 balls and no strikes. Pierce with 5 home runs on the year, 2 triples, 7 doubles. Got a runner at first, 1 down, bottom of the first inning. Tigers of LSU leading 2-0. 2-0 pitch. Again, fastball, but missed off the plate outside. That'll make it 3-0. You heard Jay Johnson. He mentioned it to me in the dugout prior to tonight. I said, we know the power surge of Auburn here over the last couple of weeks. What's the key for Skeens? He said, getting ahead early. Down to the count here, 3-0. Take is on. It's a fastball for a strike at the belt. It's 3-1.
Pierce, one of several veterans in this Auburn lineup who were instrumental in leading Auburn to the College World Series last year.
3 balls, 1 strike. Runner at first with 1 out. Fouled back towards us. Screen catches it. That will fill the count now, 3-2. Dylan Cruz shaded towards right center. Based on the scouting on Pierce at the plate, a right-handed hitter. Pearson playing a little towards the line in right. Trey Morgan shaded towards left center field. Stanfield at first with a leadoff single. 1 down. Here's the payoff pitch from Skeens. Little tapper, but foul down the first base line. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Tiger fans, all LSU Sports Radio Network broadcasts stream for free at lsusports.net. You can access nearly 200 live events every athletic season, and you can take us with you wherever you go by downloading the LSU Sports mobile app. Presented by BASF, we create chemistry. Runner at first, 1 down. Skeens, the payoff delivery. Runner goes. It's a chopper towards short. Thompson waits back on it. The throw and a nice stretch by Jones to get the out at first for the second out of the inning. Stanfield off and running. Will stand at second base now. And they'll leave it up to Cooper McMurray, first baseman, batting in the cleanup spot. .306 average, double-digit home runs. He's got 12 to go along with 4 doubles. And on the year, McMurray has driven in 36 runs.
Nice play by Jordan Thompson going to his right, making a backhanded stab, and a strong throw to Jones for the second out.
Runner at second, 2 down. LSU leading 2-0 over Auburn. Righty on lefty matchup, and the pitch to McMurray. Swing and a miss. Challenged him with a fastball at 99, and it's 0-1. Again, Bill may have that same trouble we had in Oxford. I'm not sure there's 3 digits on the radar gun clock out on the scoreboard.
That one registered as 99, may have been more.
The 0-1. Off speed, misses high and outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. You see how big the numbers are?
Yes.
Don't know if they can squeeze 3 in there. One ball, 1 strike. Runner at second, 2 down. Skeens fires. Nice pitch at the knees, little on the outer half. McMurray with no offering, and Skeens gets ahead here, 1-2.
McMurray's having a very good year for Auburn. He's hitting .347 in SEC games. 9 home runs in the league this year.
The 1-2 pitch swung on, fouled into the screen. That time fastball in on the hands. McMurray fights it off.
Paul Skeens, as we said, leads the nation in strikeouts with 124. Leads the SEC in opponent batting average, innings pitched, and ERA.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Runner at second, 2 down. Bottom of the first inning. Skeens fires. This one fouled and lifted in the air towards the seats behind the third base dugout. Out of play. Still remains 1-2 rather.
As we said, Auburn advancing to the College World Series last season. They've done that now twice in the past 4 seasons under Coach Butch Thompson. They've struggled a little bit early, but they seem to be finding their rhythm right now.
With 2 outs, the 1-2. Beautiful breaking ball, called strike 3. Don't believe that's what McMurray was looking for. He didn't move the bat, and Skeens with a big punch out there, and they leave a runner on at second base. So no runs, 1 hit, 1 man left. We go to the top of the second. LSU leading 2-0. They come to the plate when we return. Tigers will have coming up Thompson, Jones, and Pearson, 6, 7, and 8 on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Albertsons is making shopping and saving easier than ever. Just For You deals is now Albertsons For You. It's everything you love about Just For You with all new perks. Get rewarded for just being you, including personalized deals, a free item every month, and even a treat on your birthday. With Albertsons For You, you earn points every time you shop and redeem them for discounts on groceries and more. Brand new Albertsons For You members receive $5 off their next $25 or more purchase just for signing up. Download the Albertsons app or simply update your existing mobile app to see your all new, all awesome perks. Albertsons, fresh foods, local flavors.
Excuse me, do you know the average time of one full inning at an LSU baseball game?
10 minutes. Half an hour?
I think 45 minutes. Actually, one inning in baseball lasts about 20 minutes. Any idea how long it takes to complete a mortgage application?
I'm going to go with an hour and a half. I think it's about 2 hours.
Probably a couple days.
Actually, at Assurance Financial, you can apply for a mortgage in less time than one inning. Wow. Find out more. Visit them at assurancemortgage.com. That's assurancemortgage.com. Equal housing opportunity. NMLS number 70876.
It takes true grit to wake up every morning dedicated to a higher standard of work. At H&E Equipment Services, we're leveraging our national fleet of equipment with a local approach, working closely with customers to understand their needs and provide them reliability, fair prices, and the support of a first-class service team. We're an equipment company, run by equipment people. Where others stop, we continue. H&E Equipment Services, the higher standard in equipment rentals, sales, parts, and service.
Back to the action of LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
2-0 our score. We go to the top of the second here at Auburn. LSU leading 2-0. Jordan Thompson, the Tigers shortstop, to lead it off, hitting .281 on the year. Chase Alsop misses with a fastball outside, sets him up 1 ball and no strikes. Pitch to Thompson, the breaking ball again outside to the right-hander. Thompson not chasing, and it's 2-0. We mentioned the velocity of Alsop, mid-90s to upper 90s, 98 miles an hour. Last year he relied on a splitter for most of the year as his secondary pitch, as that one a called strike at the knees. That fastball makes it 2-1. Told before tonight's game that in the offseason tried to work on a curveball, and then kind of the best of both worlds, if you will. It's kind of morphed into more of a slider as this one popped up by Thompson near second base, and going out is Caden Green. He will glove it for out number 1. Thompson retired. Fans have the right equipment to take on any job linked to the land. Visit Sunshine, your hometown John Deere dealer in Louisiana, at sunequip.com.
Alsop has flashed that slider on a few occasions. Also threw what looked like a curveball to Tommy White to get ahead in the count early against White.
Now have Jared Jones come to the plate, batting .341. Auburn will institute a defensive shift left of second base as the first pitch. Off speed and a swing and a miss, and it's 0-1. Jones on the year, 14 home runs, has 10 doubles. Tigers, by the way, tonight dressed in purple jerseys, white pants. As this hard breaking ball down in the dirt short of the plate, will leaving it up 1 ball, 1 strike. The traditional LSU purple lids. Auburn tonight going with all navy. Navy jerseys, navy pants, and a white pinstripe down the leg. Here's the 1-1 to Jones. Missed low and away for ball 2, 2-1.
It's a new look for Auburn this year. First time we've seen them in the monochromatic uniforms.
Indeed. 2-1 delivery on its way to Jones. Off speed and at the belt. Jones not ready to pull the trigger, and it evens the count 2-2. Jared's worked extremely hard to handle the breaking stuff. There's a swing and a miss. Again, nice little break on that one away from the bat. Jones down on strikes, 2 down.
Heavy dose of breaking pitches from Alsop to Jones, and he records his first strikeout of the night.
Now we'll see Josh Pearson again getting the start tonight in right field. Jay Johnson now with Paxton Kling back healthy. Lots of options going with Pearson tonight. First pitch to the left-hander got loose from Alsop. 95 miles an hour and just caught the end of the mitt of LaRue, the catcher, and then smacked the backstop. 1-0. Of course, the Tigers can utilize Braden Jobert. Paxton Kling, of course, in right. Here's the 1-0 as Pearson pops it up. Shallow right center. Howell coming in. Now Pierce, the right fielder, coming over, and he will squeeze it for out number 3. So the Tigers go in order here in the top of the second. No runs, no hits, nobody on base. They lead 2-0. We go to the bottom half of the second here at the Plains on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Adopt US Kids presents What to Expect When You're Expecting a Teenager. Learning the lingo.
GOAT, G-O-A-T, acronym, stands for Greatest of All Time. As in, spaghetti sandwiches for dinner? They're my fave. Dad, you're the GOAT.
You don't have to speak teen to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same. Visit adoptuskids.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
We always picture the SEC student athlete for their speed, their vertical, their agility. But it's time we picture them for more. For their campus voice, their community outreach, and for the simple fact that 20 years later, they're still someone's pride and joy. More than students, more than athletes. In the SEC, it just means more.
You took the first step and quit smoking, but even former smokers may still be at risk for lung cancer. That's why SaveByTheScan.org wants you to know about a new low-dose CT scan that can detect lung cancer early. It takes only 60 seconds and could save your life. You took the first step, now take the next. Visit SaveByTheScan.org for a simple quiz to see if you're eligible and talk to your doctor about screening. SaveByTheScan.org is brought to you by the American Lung Association's Lung Force Initiative and the Ad Council.
The powerhouse of college baseball on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Each team with one hit. Auburn had a single there in the bottom of the first inning. LSU, though, with a 2-run blast right off the bat of Trey Morgan in the top half of the first. The difference in this one, 2-0 LSU leads. To the plate comes Bryson Ware, and Skeens opens up with a breaking pitch, a called strike, and it's 0-1. Ware, a senior, batting .347 for Coach Thompson. Leads this team with 18 home runs on the year. Righty on righty matchup to start here in the bottom of the second inning. Skeens winds and the 0-1 pitch. Fastball, it's a grounder right to the shortstop. Thompson barely had to move, comes up, throws to first in time, 1 down.
So Skeens up to this point has been pretty economical with his pitches. He has just 1 strikeout, but the good news is that he's only thrown 18 pitches, not having to throw as many pitches to get those strikeouts. He's forcing contact and getting outs that way.
So with Ware retired, we'll see Cole Foster, the shortstop. Left-hander swings way out in front. It's 0-1. Off speed from Skeens. As Jay Johnson said, that's part of the deal. His pitch count will rise when those strikeouts rise, but when you're averaging double-digit strikeouts, it has a way of doing that. This one misses just outside. 1 ball, 1 strike now. The count to Cole Foster. Here's the pitch to the left-hander, and low and outside for ball 2, 2-1. One delivery from Skeens. Off the end of the bat, lifted in the air, down the line in left. Morgan giving chase in foul territory, sliding and made the grab. Holds on as he went sliding on the track just shy of the side wall. What a play by Morgan, who tracked that one, playing fairly close to left center field, had to run quite a ways. Foster lifted it up with the bat bill, and Morgan made a great sliding grab to record the second out of the inning.
We continue to say it, how well Trey has played the position. Has those ball hawking abilities as a defensive back in high school. And he shows it there in the outfield.
Kaysen Howell stands in. The first pitch to the right-hander, a fastball for a strike on the outer half, and it's 0-1. Howell, another senior on this Auburn squad, batting .263 on the year. The 0-1. Ground ball gets by a diving Dugas at second base into right field. Again, that one blasted on the grass, got by Dugas quickly. No chance for the Tigers second baseman to make a play, and that's the second hit of the ball game for Auburn. And with 2 outs, they'll extend the inning, and that will get Hayden Green to the plate, a junior batting .214.
This is a very veteran Auburn club, as we said earlier. They start 6 juniors and seniors in their lineup tonight. Guys who have played a lot of significant innings for this Auburn club over the years.
Kaysen Howell also a threat to steal, 5 for 5 in stolen bases this year. First pitch from Skeens, just a couple of inches off the plate. Outside to the right-handed hitting Hayden Green. It's 1-0. Tigers up 2-0 thanks to a Trey Morgan 2-run homer in the top of the first. A 1-0 pitch down the middle for a strike. Fastball at 96 makes it 1-1. So a couple of heaters offered up to Hayden Green. Here's the 1-1. Breaking ball, swing and a miss. Just before throwing that pitch, I gotta admit, Bill, it's really been fun to watch the pitch mix so far from Coach Johnson, Wes Johnson, and Paul Skeens. Gets him ahead. Here's the 1-2. Another breaking ball, and staying alive, fouling this one to the backstop is Green. Still 1 ball, 2 strikes.
He definitely seems to be working in the breaking pitches more early in the game here against Auburn.
Saw him set up a couple of Auburn hitters starting off with the breaking ball. Again, Howell will take his lead from first. Skeens looks over. Now the 1-2 pitch. Outside, sliding over is Milazzo to glove it. It's 2-2. Graduation weekend here at Auburn. They're holding graduation as we speak behind us. Still a good crowd here at Hitchcock Field, Plainsman Park. 2-2 pitch from Skeens. Swing and a miss on a breaking pitch he couldn't find with the bat. That'll be Skeens' second Super 1 food strikeout. Ends it for Auburn here in the bottom of the second. Come away, no runs, 1 hit, and 1 man left on. We head to the top of the third. Tigers up 2-0. LSU will send to the plate. Bottom of the order, Milazzo, followed by Dugas and Morgan when we return on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
When you open a crisp, cold Bud Light, you know game day is here.
You owe me $5.
We mean every sound. Enjoy responsibly. 2022 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
It's good to be able to make a change, to never feel stuck. That's why at Cox, we're making a change too. Now Cox internet plans are flexible, so you can choose to just go with internet, add TV tomorrow, or home automation down the line. It's easier than ever to get just what you want and nothing you don't. Flexible plans from Cox. Change anytime. No commitments, no penalties. See for yourself at cox.com/internet. Additional services can be added at then current regular rates. All services subject to residential customer service agreement and acceptable use policy. Restrictions apply.
Louisiana Lottery's Top 5 Hits. First up, hit $100. This game is loaded with $100 prizes. Next, climbing the chart is hit $200 with $200 prizes. Holding steady is hit $300 with lots of $300 prizes. A hard act to follow, hit $500 full of $500 prizes. And rocking its way to the top of the chart is hit $5,000 loaded with $5,000 prizes.
Spin your hit today and play the Hit family of games from the lottery. Must be at least 21 to purchase.
When you open a crisp, cold Bud Light, you know game day is here.
You owe me $5.
We mean every sound. Enjoy responsibly. 2022 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Back to the action of LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Alex Milazzo will lead things off for LSU. Top of the third here at Plainsman Park, and the Tigers leading 2-0 over Auburn. The first pitch to Milazzo, off speed from Alsop. A called strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. Milazzo hitting .362. Really seeing the ball, hitting the ball well here of late. The 0-1 pitch, a fastball missed low, 1 ball and 1 strike.
Alex already has 21 hits this season, highest single season total for him during his LSU career.
The 1-1 delivery from Olsen. Another strike this time. Dialed it back to 95, let's say, and it's 1-2. He gets ahead of Alex.
Milazzo hit .500 last weekend in the Alabama series, drove in 3 runs.
The 1-2. Stayed away from the slider, misses outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Had a huge RBI single. Helped give the Tigers the go-ahead lead, eventually go on to win. Big moment in that game. Milazzo awaits on the 2-2. The pitch, chopper towards short. Coming over towards second base and fielding it is going to be Foster. He will throw to first in time. There's 1 gone here in the top of the 3rd inning. Fans get low-rate long-term financing right now on powerful Kubota tractors, mowers, and utility vehicles. Visit LSUKubotaDealers.com for your nearest Kubota dealer. Test drive a Kubota today. That'll bring us back to the top of the order. Gavin Dugas started the game, first pitch of the game at 6:02, got him in the arm. He would get aboard. Trey Morgan would do the rest with a 2-run blast to right. First pitch to Dugas, swinging, smack towards left field on the run, but having to wait on it to bounce is Stanfield, and Dugas with a 1-out single. Absolutely torched on that pitch by Alsop. As Dugas picks up his 42nd hit of the year, the Tigers have a man aboard here in the top of the 3rd.
Gavin Dugas breaks up a string of 7 consecutive hitters retired by Chase Alsop. After Morgan homered in the first inning, he had retired 7 in a row until that sharp single by Dugas.
Morgan attacked a fastball across the plate to get his 4th home run of the year, to get the Tigers on the board in the top of the 1st. He bats for the 2nd time tonight. First pitch almost caught him off speed, but he spins out of the way, and it's 1 ball, no strikes.
Gavin Dugas picking up right where he left off on Tuesday night at Southeastern when he had 3 hits, including a home run. He's on base twice already tonight.
A 1-0 pitch off speed, again sent foul off the bat. This one will find the seats behind the plate. Evens the count, 1 ball and 1 strike. Dugas, again after a shoulder injury against Kentucky, certainly looked like his old self on Tuesday, continuing as Bill said here tonight. Runner at first, 1 out. The 1-1, swing and a miss. Fastball at 94, a little up letter high, and Morgan couldn't find it. It's 1-2. Alsop from the stretch checks the runner. Now the 1-2 pitch. In on the hands and jams Morgan. Pop up near second base. Shallow center field grass. Again, Caden Green goes back, the second baseman, and he will have it for out number 2. That'll bring Dylan Cruz to the plate. Cruz took a ball deep to right center field. Kaysen Howell made the play. The Auburn center fielder, he collided with Bobby Pierce. They both were on the ground for a few moments, but both stayed in the game. Heck of a ride for Dylan Cruz, resulted in the first out of the inning. Now he'll stand in and bat for a 2nd time against Chase Alsop. Dugas at first, 2 down. The pitch to the plate. Off speed and a strike at the belt. 0-1.
Dylan Cruz entering tonight's game with a 48-game reached base streak. It dates back to last season.
Semi shift on here by the deep. 0-2. Got Green playing just right of second base. Foster the shortstop deep in the hole. And Bryson Ware near the line behind the third base bag. Runner at first, 2 down. The 0-2 to Cruz. Reaches out, pops this one up back behind us out of play. Still 0-2.
Dylan Cruz leading the nation in batting average, hitting .486 coming in. His average now at .483. Leads the nation in on-base percentage and in runs scored.
Dugas a short lead off of first with 2 down. Also the pitch off speed, rocket shot into right center field. Dugas around second, going to be picked up by Pierce. He will throw into the infield, but Dugas without a throw slides in safely at third, and Cruz reaches base once again, and runners first and third for the Tigers with 2 down.
Make that now a 49-game reached base streak for Dylan Cruz. All 45 games this year and the final 4 of last season. Fell behind in the count quickly, 0-2 to Alsop, but slaps that single in the right field to keep this inning alive and give the nation's RBI leader a chance to swing it.
2-0 LSU leads. 2 down, runners first and third. Tommy White had a one-hopper handled by Bryson Ware at third for the 5-3 putout back in the first inning. First pitch to White. Letter high fastball, called strike. Tommy a little surprised, but he'll step out of the box momentarily. It's 0-1. Tommy, a la Trey Morgan, was spinning out of the way as if that was high. A little surprised it was ruled strike one. The 0-1 from Alsop. Lifted in the air, but headed towards the seats and out of play, right field way. And Tommy White, like Cruz, falls behind early, 0-2.
White on the year hitting .421 with runners in scoring position.
Chase Alsop now with runners first and third, 2 down. Ahead in the count, 0-2. The pitch to White. Foul back towards us, 0-2.
He has 32 hits in 76 at bats when he has an RBI opportunity. He also has 23 two-out RBIs, which leads the LSU club.
White will dig back in. 2-0 LSU leads. A little threat here with runners first and third, but 2 outs. The 0-2 pitch, again fought off and fouled. Spoils a 95-mile-an-hour fastball from Alsop. Still 0-2. Alsop again from the stretch. Pitch to the plate. And just off the end of the bat, staying alive is White. Maybe caught the umpire as well as it came off the end of that bat. Hank Himmonen, our home plate umpire, taking off the mask and hat, taking a little stroll there to collect himself a little bit. John Brammer, by the way, is at first base. Brandon Bennett at second. Again, Himmonen appears to be all right. Still taking his time before ready to get back behind the catcher, Nate LaRue. Dugas at third, Cruz at first base on a single, 2 outs and an 0-2 count to Tommy White. Alsop's pitch to the plate. Lifted in the air to left field. Stanfield coming in on the run, loses the hat and finds it for out number 3. So that'll do it for LSU. They get no runs. 2 hits, they leave, 2 men on. It's still a 2-0 LSU lead as we head down to the bottom of the third inning. Auburn to the plate coming up on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Wake up and text. Text and eat. Text and meet up with a friend you haven't seen in forever.
Hi.
Oh, hey. Text and complain that they're on their phone the whole time. Text and listen to them complain that you're on your phone the whole time. Text and whatever. But when you get behind the wheel, give your phone to a passenger. Put it in the glove box. Just don't text and drive. Visit StopTextsStopWrecks.org. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
We always picture the SEC student athlete for their speed, their vertical, their agility. But it's time we picture them for more. For their campus voice, their community outreach, and for the simple fact that 20 years later, they're still someone's pride and joy. More than students, more than athletes. In the SEC, it just means more.
Hi, we're the Goo Goo Dolls. We're fortunate that our daughters have what they need to grow and learn. But that isn't the case for nearly 13 million kids in the U.S. that struggle with hunger.
Childhood hunger is a heartbreaking reality that Feeding America is working to change. Each year, the Feeding America network of food banks rescues billions of pounds of good food that would have gone to waste and provides it to families and children in need.
You can help kids in need in your community by visiting feedingamerica.org.
Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
The powerhouse of college baseball on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
LSU so far tonight, 2 runs, 3 hits. They've left 2 men on. Auburn scoreless on 2 hits. They also have left 2 men on base. We move to the bottom of the third inning. Leading things off, the number 9 hitter for Auburn, Nate LaRue, the senior, batting just 162, but went 3 for 9 this past weekend against South Carolina, including 2 home runs to help Auburn take 2 of 3 from the Gamecocks as Skeens delivers a breaking pitch for a strike, and it's 0-1.
Auburn with that series victory over South Carolina improved to 9-12 in the SEC. They're in third place in the SEC West right now.
The 0-1, did he go around on the slider? They appeal to first. John Brammer says yes. Skeens gets ahead 0-2 to LaRue. In fact, LaRue on the year, 3 home runs, 2 of them coming last weekend. Again, they exploded at Founders Park against the Gamecocks. Here's a fastball and a called strike 3 on the outside corner. So 3 pitches and a punch out for Paul Skeens. That's his 3rd Super One Food strikeout of the night. Quickly, 1 gone here in the bottom of the 3rd.
Location on that pitch was phenomenal. Just right on the outside corner, nothing LaRue could do. And Skeens gets his 2nd K of the evening.
So now back to the top of the order. Chris Stanfield, the left fielder, who led off with a single in the bottom of the 1st, was left stranded at second base, stays away from this slider. It's 1-0. Stanfield setting the table nicely in that leadoff spot in his freshman campaign. There's a breaking ball for a strike, as again location with the breaking pitch for Skeens dead on tonight. It's 1-1. Stanfield ready with the bat. Skeens winds and the 1-1 pitch. Fastball down in the zone, swing and a miss at 95, and Skeens gets ahead. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Stanfield, one of the 2 young players in the Auburn lineup. Irish and Stanfield, 1 and 2 hitters, both freshmen. The rest of the guys are veterans.
Skeens deals the 1-2. Breaking ball fouled off the end of the bat. Back behind the plate. Still 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Like where Skeens' pitch count is right now. He's at 37 pitches with 1 out in the 3rd inning. Last week he wanted to go into the 7th inning, but Coach Johnson, both Jay and West decided to take him out after 6. Maybe a chance to go deeper in today's game.
1 out, nobody on. A 1-2 count. Stanfield. As Skeens winds and the pitch. Swing and a miss. The breaking ball, not a lot of break, but it's sinking a little bit, and right over the top was Stanfield with the bat. And Skeens now with his 4th Super One Food strikeout. Back-to-back Ks, and there's 2 gone, and we'll see Ike Irish, as Bill mentioned, the other freshman in the lineup, designated hitter for Coach Butch Thompson.
Irish has had a huge year in his debut season for Auburn. He's 5th in the SEC in hits.
And a fly ball out to Pearson and right his first time up, as this pitch missed low for ball 1, 1-0.
5th in the SEC in hits with 67. Irish and his teammate Kaysen Howell are tied for the SEC lead in doubles. Each have 19.
Skeens 1-0 pitch to the plate. Breaking ball that just missed outside. Moves the count 2 balls, no strikes. Got some great matchups all across the SEC. Here's we head down the back stretch. This fastball from Skeens misses low, and that'll make it 3 balls, no strikes to Ike Irish. So with 2 down, 3-0. Missed for ball 4. Again, Skeens trying to paint that outside corner on those last 2 offerings, unable to do so, according to Hank Hemmen, the home plate umpire. And a 2-out walk puts Irish aboard. And will bring Bobby Pierce to the plate for Auburn. Down 2-0 to LSU. Here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Ground out to the shortstop. Thompson was Pierce's last at bat. Irish 2 of 2 in stolen bases. He'll take a pretty hefty lead off of first. Skeens will come to the plate. Fastball, grounder, foul to the 3rd base dugout. And Skeens gets ahead early, 0-1.
A couple of quick updates in the SEC. Tennessee, Georgia tied at 1 apiece in Athens, bottom of the 2nd inning. No score yet between South Carolina and Kentucky. We'll see if we get you a more updated update in just a second.
The 0-1. Breaking ball, swing and a miss. Almost spun Pierce around. It's 0-2.
Make it Tennessee 2, Georgia 1. They're now on the top of the 6th inning. Kentucky leads South Carolina now 2-1, top of the 5th.
2 outs, runner at first. Skeens looks in. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swing, and did he go around? He did. They appeal down to first. Pierce could not hold back, and Paul Skeens comes away with 3 strikeouts here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. That's his 5th Super One Food strikeout of the night. Tigers get back in the dugout. They lead 2-0. It'll be Beloso, Thompson, and Jones due up when we continue. 2-0 Fighting Tigers on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Now batting in the cleanup position, Jenny King, the king of clean.
Tiger fans, Janny King is a proud partner of LSU Athletics and even more proud to provide you, the players, and every fan that comes to a game here with a healthy stadium that has been cleaned by our team of professionals. Let us clean and disinfect your business. Go to JannyKingCleans.com now. That's JannyKingCleans.com.
Janny King, the king of clean.
When you're done listening to the Tigers take another victory, the rest of the city will be waiting. After all, there's a lot more to Baton Rouge than just Saturday nights. From famous historic landmarks to iconic hole-in-the-walls, even some of the world's best blues joints, there's something special around every corner. But these foodie flavors and soulful sounds are just a sample of what Baton Rouge has to offer. Whatever you're into, it's all right here. Go to visitbatonrouge.com and start putting together your post-game playbook.
At Southern Air Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, our top priority is customer comfort. For over 20 years, Southern Air has been dedicated to providing honest pricing with no surprises and passing along their savings to you. Call them today to receive $50 off any AC or plumbing repair, or take advantage of their special financing with no money down and low monthly payments. Call them today at 225-777-8888. That's Southern Air Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing.
LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball from the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Kate Beloso will lead things off for LSU. They lead Auburn 2-0. We head to the top of the 4th inning. Beloso grounds it out to the 3rd baseman. His first time up, as this pitch from Alsop misses outside, and it's 1 ball and no strikes. Chase Alsop winds, and the 1-0 to Beloso. Miss low below the knees. That'll make it 2 balls, no strikes to the Tiger designated hitter.
Auburn with a big-time shift to the right side against Beloso.
2-0 off speed, and that one floats in for a strike. Make it 2-1.
Green, the second baseman, is actually playing in shallow right field.
2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Off speed and on the hands. And Beloso could not hold back as that one broke down around the ankles. It's 2-2.
And the third baseman, Ware, is playing where the second baseman would normally be.
2-2 pitch. Swung on, lifted foul over the third base dugout. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Turning into a very nice evening here at Auburn. Temperature in the mid-60s. Really not much of a breeze, so it makes it very comfortable out here. Alsop the 2-2 to the plate. Again off speed and a line drive. Just missing Coach Wanaka down there at first, who is awfully brave, Bill. Just kind of did a little bit of a back bend, but didn't move the feet.
The Chief was not phased at all. Coach Wanaka.
2-2 delivery to the plate, and Beloso sends it into left field. Stanfield going back, went to the track, but now will come up, plenty of room, and record the first out of the inning. Beloso retired. So Cade trying to go opposite field, too much underneath it. And now we'll see Jordan Thompson come to the plate. Pop down to the second baseman, Caden Green, in shallow right center the first time at the plate.
Get you caught up on all the SEC action in just a moment. As looks like almost everyone is now underway.
Alsop lines the first pitch. Off speed, may have lost the grip. That one way upstairs. LaRue rising up but couldn't mitt it. And it's 1-0 to Thompson.
Tennessee leads Georgia 2-1. Top of the 6th in Athens. Bottom of the 5th in Lexington. Kentucky leading South Carolina 2-1.
The 1-0 is a fastball in on the hands but misses. 2 balls, no strikes to Thompson.
Top the 4th in Columbia, Missouri, with with a 2-0 lead over Ole Miss. Top of the fourth in College Station, Florida leads Texas A&M 3-0.
Here's the 2-0 pitch to Jordan Thompson. Another fastball sent high in the air, down the line, in left, shallow left, and the shortstop, Cole Foster, in foul territory, comes over, makes the play for out number 2.
And in Starkville right now, they're in the bottom of the fourth inning. Arkansas leads Mississippi State 2-1. And underway in about 5 minutes in Tuscaloosa, Vanderbilt is at Alabama.
So we'll see Jared Jones with 2 down. Jared, a strikeout victim to Alsop, his only K of the night, as the Auburn right-hander requests a new baseball and gets one from Hank Himmonen, our home plate umpire.
Well, when this game started, it looked like it was going to be a long night for Chase Alsop, but he's really done a nice job since allowing the first inning home run.
Yeah, not the best start he was looking for. Hit batter and then a home run. This fastball catches the outside corner to Jones. Pops it in there at 94, and it's 0-1. So Alsop delivers the speed ball, trying to stay a little off the plate. And this one, a breaking ball, hangs up. Jones smashes it, but it's foul down the left field line. Oh, Jones would love to have that one back, and Alsop glad that one sailed towards the parking garage. So 0-2 with 2 down. Jones stands back in. Grew up not far from here in Marietta, Georgia. The 0-2 just missed the outside corner. That one looked about where the first pitch was called a strike. That one ruled ball 1. That gets the War Eagles a little testy here at the ballpark. 2 outs and a 1-2 count. Nobody on. Tigers up 2-0. Alsop fires. This one high again off the mitt of LaRue all the way to the backstop. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Jared Jones has emerged as one of the top hitters in the SEC. He's now number 9 in the SEC in slugging percentage, a .735 slugging percentage for the Tiger freshman. 2 outs and a 2-2 count. Again, the shift on left of second base, and this breaking ball down in the dirt. LaRue blocks it up, gets away to the first base dugout. And it's now a full count. So after being behind 0-2, Jones works it full. Alsop's pitch count now at 63 as he works here in the 4th inning. Again, he is making his first start in an SEC game this season.
Payoff delivery, high and inside, and a 2-out walk to Jared Jones. Gets the Tigers a runner aboard. Brings up Josh Pearson.
I'd say at this point, Alsop has probably exceeded the expectations of the Auburn coaching staff with this effort. See if the Tigers can make him pay for that walk, though.
Nobody up and moving down in the bullpen as of yet for Auburn. As Pearson stands in, he flied out to right field his first time up. This fastball from Alsop misses low, and it's 1-0. Again, Alsop's got the electric arm. Is hittable and has been throughout the season, but trying to develop that secondary and third pitch. Certainly has a chance to be a solid SEC pitcher. The 1-0. Pearson hits this one in the air to right. Pierce coming over near the line, and this one is caught. Just out of our view down in the corner, but in foul territory. Pierce makes the play, reaches up high, snags the ball, and that'll end it for LSU. No runs, no hits. They leave one man on. They still lead 2-0. We head to the bottom of the 4th here on the Plains. Back after this on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
If you love them enough to turn off your music and pretend like their music is your music,
this is Mommy's jam.
then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Let's play it again.
Check today at nhtsa.gov/the right seat. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
We always picture the SEC student athlete for their speed, their vertical, their agility, but it's time we picture them for more. For their campus voice, their community outreach, and for the simple fact that 20 years later, they're still someone's pride and joy. More than students, more than athletes. In the SEC, it just means more.
This is the story of a very special woman. Just a few knew about her superpowers. In a matter of seconds, she turned herself into a great mathematician. She masqueraded as a regular person at work, but as a superhero at home. Everyone knows her as Gabriella. I still call her Mom.
Your hero needs you now, and AARP is here to help. Find the care guides you need to help, complete with tips and resources at aarp.org/caregiving. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
Back to the action of LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
2-0. LSU leads Auburn here in Game 1 this Friday night. Cooper McMurray for Auburn will lead it off. McMurray caught looking by Skeens back in the first inning. The left-hander stands in, and the first pitch fouled off the bat of McMurray, and it's 0-1. Tigers 2 runs, 3 hits. They've left 3 men on. Auburn scoreless on 2 runs. They also have left 3 men on base thus far. Skeens with 5 punch-outs on the night delivers this pitch high for ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. Jordan Thompson shaded towards the second base back. Gavin Dugas playing in shallow right center as this pitch inside, or outside rather, a little high. That'll make it 2-1. McMurray awaits. Skeens looks in. Here's the 2-1. Swing and a miss. Off speed. Evens a count. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
This will be pitch number 50 for Skeens.
Able to punch out 3 batters. Last time Auburn came to the plate, an excuse me swing and a foul tip rolls to the backstop. Keeps the count 2-2. Again with 5 punch outs on the night. Here's a 2-2 delivery from Skeens. This is low and away. That'll fill the count now. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Skeens has done a good job of keeping the leadoff man off the bases. Auburn got the leadoff man on in the first, but have not since then.
Payoff delivery to the plate. Swing and a miss. Chase one down in the zone, and Skeens with strikeout number 6. 1 gone here in the bottom half of the 4th inning. So McMurray retired, brings up Bryson Ware. He grounds it out to Thompson back in the 2nd inning at shortstop. Skeens square to the plate, looks in, gets the sign, now starts the wind and the pitch. Breaking pitch at the letters for a strike. 0-1. Pitch to Ware, the 0-1, swing and a miss. Okay, maybe a cut fastball that time, Bill. Didn't see a lot of movement. It was 88 miles an hour, unless that was a slight slider.
Yeah, his off-speed pitches are very sharp tonight.
The 0-2, another off-speed delivery sent to center field. Cruz on the run, and it will drop in front of him. Put it perfectly between Dugas and Cruz, so Ware aboard on a 1-out single. 3rd hit of the night for Auburn. We'll bring Cole Foster to the plate.
Just a little blooper off the bat of Ware. Dropping in front of Dylan Cruz. And Auburn trying to mount some momentum against Paul Skeens.
Well, the Tigers heated things up early. 2-run blast by Trey Morgan to give them a 2-0 lead. Now Auburn with a runner on. Cole Foster flat out foul territory on a sliding grab by Trey Morgan back in the 2nd frame. First pitch from Skeens to the left-hander, foul back. And it's 0-1. Tiger fans, whenever you're ready to cool it down, count on Slow Melt Ice. Colder, cleaner, and longer lasting since 1997. Check them out at slowmeltice.com. That's SLOMELTICE.com. Skeens checks the runner, now fires over to Jones, and back safely to the bag is Ware.
Auburn has not run a whole lot this year. 34 steals in 41 attempts. Ware has 4 steals on the year.
Skeens fires to the plate. This one lifted in the air deep to left field. Morgan on the run. Morgan on the track, and Trey able to pull it down. They've got the runner hung up. They got to get the ball back in play. Dugas will pick it up, throw to first, and they get him back at first base. And they double up Auburn. Big time base running mistake that time by Ware. That one launched in the air to left field. He went running to second, around second towards third. Morgan made the play, and even with the cutoff throw off the mark, Dugas picks it up, fires to first, and that'll end it for Auburn. Essentially running their way out of the bottom of the 4th inning. Great play by Morgan. Great job by the infield to double up Auburn. No runs, 1 hit, and nobody left on. It's still 2-0 LSU. Tigers coming to the plate in the top of the 5th inning. It'll be Milazzo, Dugas, and Morgan when we return on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Hi, I'm Kevin Falk, LSU Hall of Famer. My years at LSU were amazing. I've always loved celebrating with my teammates, especially when someone was serving up some delicious Manda salsa. For a lot of Tiger fans, it's just not game day without Manda in the mix. Serving top quality sauces and original seasoning is Manda's strong side. But it's not Manda's flavor that's always got me running back for more. You get it, running back for more. After 75 years, the flavor still says it all. Manda Fine Meats, the official smoke sauce of LSU Athletics.
Together, we are partners, setting a new standard for health. Together, we prove that no matter how battle-tested we are, our spirit remains undefeated. Our Lady of the Lake and LSU are creating transformational change and impacting Louisiana with a new standard for healthcare, research, and education. Together, Our Lady of the Lake and LSU are champions for Louisiana. Together, we roar. Learn more at ololrmc.com/LSU. NIL is dominating the college sports scene, and LSU has positioned itself at the front of the pack. But to remain competitive and stay ahead of the rest, we need your support. Bayou Traditions is the official NIL collective of LSU Athletics. Join the tradition and become a member by signing up online at BayouTraditionsCollective.com. Members receive exclusive access to LSU student athletes that you can't get anywhere else. Help ensure LSU remains a leader in the NIL arena. Sign up today at BayouTraditionsCollective.com.
The powerhouse of college baseball on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Well, Auburn shuts themselves down in the bottom of the 4th inning. 1 out, deep fly ball to left. Morgan made the play. They were able to double up Ware, who was off and running. Was nearly to third base and then tried to re-wrap it. And the Tigers, even with the inability to cleanly get the cutoff throw, still had plenty of time to double up Auburn to end it. Alex Milazzo will lead things off for the Tigers. 2-0 count. There's a strike at the knees to make it 2-1. Milazzo grounded out to the shortstop. Cole Foster in his first at bat in the 3rd inning. It'll be Milazzo, then top of the order Dugas and Morgan here for the Tigers. This breaking pitch misses outside. Now make it 3-1 to Alex Milazzo.
Jordan Thompson, the shortstop, was not able to field the throw from Morgan, but Gavin Dugas raced over, picked it up, and threw to first to complete the double play.
The 3-1 fastball, inner half, called strike. That'll make it 3-2. No, I don't think either team going to put that on their highlight reel, although LSU does get the double up, so give them credit, especially Gavin Dugas. Here's the payoff delivery, the 3-2 high and outside, and it's ball 4. So the leadoff man aboard for LSU. Milazzo down to first base as he draws the walk. This inning brought to you by AccuTemp Services. Don't let AC or heater outages keep you on the bench this year. Text home run to 31996. Get your AC system check. AccuTemp Services, proud partner of LSU Athletics. Looks like a mound visit here. The pitching coach on his way out.
He's going to go to the pen right now. I believe that's Darren Schoenrock, the pitching coach, is also, as we said, really had exceeded expectations. 72 pitches. Working into the 5th inning. This was his longest career outing, but it appears this will be it for the right-hander.
Indeed, they'll make a call to the bullpen. Pitching change powered by Sunshine, your hometown John Deere dealer in Louisiana. The Tigers leading 2-0 over Auburn. Milazzo at first base. Gavin Dugas to the plate to face a new pitcher when we come back on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Tiger fans, with awesome John Deere deals by Sunshine, you'll never strike out. Ask us about tractor packages with 0% financing available. When you're looking for excellent products to help you get the job done, look no further than Sunshine Quality Solutions. Learn more at sunequip.com. Some restrictions apply. See dealer for details. Offer ends May 28, 2023.
Albertsons is making shopping and saving easier than ever. Just For You deals is now Albertsons for You. It's everything you love about Just For You with all new perks. Get rewarded for just being you, including personalized deals, a free item every month, and even a treat on your birthday. With Albertsons for You, you earn points every time you shop and redeem them for discounts on groceries and more. Brand new Albertsons for You members receive $5 off their next $25 or more purchase just for signing up. Download the Albertsons app or simply update your existing mobile app to see your all-new, all-awesome perks. Albertsons. Fresh foods, local flavors. Support your LSU Tigers with Hancock Whitney, the official bank of LSU athletics. From game day to the offseason, Hancock Whitney LSU credit and debit cards are a big win for any Tiger fan. Want to get your paws on these cards? Well, apply online or visit HancockWhitney.com/LSU. Hancock Whitney Bank, member FDIC. All accounts subject to credit approval. Terms and conditions may apply.
The powerhouse of college baseball on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Top of the fifth inning, LSU at the plate. They have Milazzo aboard on a leadoff walk. Auburn elects to pull their starting pitcher, Chase Alsop. Bring in Tanner Bauman now. A left-hander out of the bullpen will take over. He'll face Gavin Dugas as the top of the order now coming up for LSU. Dugas, by the way, 1 for 1. He was hit by a pitch, got aboard in the first inning. Trey Morgan drove him in with a home run to right. Then Dugas left stranded at third after picking up a single in his last at bat in the third frame.
Tanner Bauman, junior out of Jacksonville, Florida, 6'4", 208 pounds. The lefty now on the mound for the Auburn Tigers.
Milazzo short lead at first, and Bauman delivers the first pitch to Dugas inside, missing ball one.
Bauman making his 17th appearance of the year, his 14th in relief. He's 3-1 with a 6.27 ERA.
1-0 pitch. Sent back foul as Dugas just missed it. And it's 1-1. Bauman going to deliver a pitch. Fastball, 89, 93 miles an hour. Dugas readies the bat. Runner at first, nobody out. And the 1-1 pitch. Foul back out of play. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Bauman has thrown 37 1/3 innings, but given up 38 hits, 26 earned runs, 24 walks, and 33 strikeouts. He has allowed 5 homers this year.
The 1-2 to Dugas. Swing and a miss. Like that one off speed. He goes to the changeup quite a bit. Dugas could not find it. Down on strikes. Bauman records his first punch out in relief, and now he'll face Trey Morgan, who had the 2-run bomb, his 4th of the year in the first inning. Popped up to the second baseman, Caden Green, last time in the third. 1 away, runner at first. LSU leading 2-0 over Auburn. Bauman, the left-hander, fires, and this pitch down in the dirt got away from LaRue, but not far enough. Milazzo will stay put, and it's 1-0 to Morgan.
Pitching has been a problem for Auburn throughout the year. They're number 13 in the SEC in team ERA at 6.38. Other than Tommy Vale, their number 1 pitcher, who we'll see tomorrow night. They've had some issues on the mound, but Chase Alsop delivered a solid outing in a starting role tonight. Bauman gets a strikeout to start his appearance.
1-0 to Morgan. Slap, base hit into right field. Milazzo into second. He will stop there as the throw whipped into third base from Bobby Pierce. But Morgan with his second hit of the night. And the Tigers have runners first and second now with just 1 down in the top of the 5th inning.
Biggest threat for LSU now since scoring those 2 runs on the Morgan homer back in the first inning.
Bring Dylan Cruz to the plate. Dylan with a base hit back in the third inning. Took one deep to right center field his first time up. Milazzo stands at second. Trey Morgan at first base. Tigers, as Bill said, threatening a bit here with a runner in scoring position. Dylan Cruz at the plate, facing Bauman for the first time tonight. Lefty on righty matchup, and the first pitch, swing and a miss.
Alsop tonight goes 4 innings. He gave up 2 runs, 3 hits, 2 walks, 1 strikeout through 72 pitches, and he's still responsible for Milazzo at second base.
The 0-1 to Cruz. Fouled back out of play. Dylan falls behind, 0-2. Bauman relies on the changeup. The left-hander has a little bit of run arm side. Saw that against Gavin Dugas. See as Dylan Cruz awaits. Runners first and second, 1 out. The 0-2 pitch inside made Dylan dance out of the way. Nice job by LaRue to get a glove on that one, knock it down, keep it in front of him. Moves the count to Dylan. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Milazzo aboard on a walk. Morgan singled through the right side with 1 out. Runners first and second. A 1-2 count to Dylan Cruz. Bauman to the plate. Did they go around? They'll appeal to first. They say no. That one was low, and Dylan had ideas. Very close. Don't know if I'll get a replay on this or not on the monitor, but again, they appealed down to first. John Bramer said he did not go around. It evens the count 2-2. Bauman to the plate. Again, will miss low. That will fill the count to Dylan Cruz, who is the very definition of a tough out, as Bauman is finding out right now. Heading the count 0-2, now a full count. Runners first and second. 3-2 pitch. Little tapper left of the mound. Bauman comes off, stumbles a little, but throws to first to get Cruz his only play for the second out of the inning. Bauman came off the mound, and then as he started to plant and throw, he slipped a little bit. Now he's walking a little gingerly back to the mound, but looks like he's all right. He does record the second out of the inning. Gets Milazzo, however, to third. Morgan to second, and will bring Tommy White, nation's leading RBI man, to the plate here with 2 down.
Second straight plate appearance for White, where he has a chance to add to the Tigers' lead and add to his RBI total. Looks like they're taking a look at Bauman to make sure he's okay. They're going to let him throw a warm-up pitch.
Coach Thompson came out and said, hey, let's make sure he's all right. He says, yeah, he throws the pitch, tells home plate umpire he's ready to go. So now Tommy White will stand in. Tommy tonight 0 for 2. Grounded out on a great play by Bryson Ware back in the first inning on a 1-hopper to third. And then a fly ball out to left last time in the third inning, and now there'll be an intentional walk. They'll send White down to first with runners second and third.
I was just about to say they're going to pitch White very carefully with first base open, and they elect not to even pitch at all.
Took a moment. Tommy was there ready to go. Yeah. Bauman looked like he was ready to challenge, and eventually someone smart over in the dugout said, nope, let's put him at first. So now the base is loaded. It up to Cade Beloso. Beloso 0 for 2 tonight. Lefty on lefty matchup here with the bases juiced and 2 down. First pitch, strike on the inner half, and it's 0-1.
Cade's due for a big hit. He's had some big hits this season, namely in the South Carolina and Kentucky series.
Milazzo at third, Morgan at second, White at first. The 0-1 to Beloso. Another tapper back to the mound. Bauman goes up, grabs it, underhand toss over to first to McMurray, and he works his way out of some trouble. So the Tigers come up empty, no runs, 1 hit. They leave 3 men on here in the top of the 5th inning. They hold on to a 2-0 lead over Auburn. Auburn to the plate when we continue on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Hub International is Louisiana's premier employee benefits and commercial insurance brokerage. Hub can insure just about any risk that your business faces. Did you know Hub even insured the bonuses for our football coaches in 2022? Hub specializes in the construction, healthcare, real estate, and hospitality industries. Chances are you're probably already doing business with someone who does business with Hub. Turn to the agency that the Tigers, Saints, and Pelicans choose. Hub International. Visit them today at hubinternational.com.
Louisiana Lottery's Top 5 Hits. First up, hit $100. This game is loaded with $100 prizes. Next, climbing the chart is hit $200 with $200 prizes. Holding steady is hit $300 with lots of $300 prizes. A hard act to follow, hit $500 full of $500 prizes. And rocking its way to the top of the chart is hit $5,000 loaded with $5,000 prizes.
Spin your hit today and play the Hit family of games from the lottery. Must be at least 21 to purchase.
And we're back with breaking news. Coke Zero Sugar might be the best Coke ever.
That's right, Jim. Coke Zero Sugar is a must-try for any Coke fan, so make sure you... Jim. Jim. We're on the air.
Ooh, yes, this tastes like the best Coke ever to me. Your thoughts, Jen?
Well, can I have a sip?
Jen, we're in the middle of reporting the news.
I need to try it first.
LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball from the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Kason Howell will lead it off for Auburn here as we move to the bottom of the fifth inning. LSU leading 2-0. They had 2 runs on a home run blast from Trey Morgan in the top of the first inning. But as Bill mentioned, Chase Alsop getting the call to start tonight for Auburn as Skeens delivers the first pitch to Howell, who drops this one into left center. And the leadoff man aboard for Auburn here to start the bottom of the fifth inning as Howell now back-to-back base hits. He's got 2 off of Paul Skeens, but Alsop doing exactly what Butch Thompson wanted and probably more, Bill, tonight as he changed up the rotation to goes to the sophomore right-hander. And again, after a rough start in the first 5 minutes of the ball game, he settled in nicely, and LSU's had some opportunities, but still have yet to be able to drive anybody in. They've left 6 men on base now tonight.
Auburn has to feel good about where they are right now, trailing it by just 2 runs against Paul Skeens.
Caden Green showing bunt, the pitch low and away, missing for ball 1, 1-0. And Auburn, a team, as Jay Johnson told us before this weekend, they've got power. They also like to run a little bit, but they are not afraid to lay down a bunt. We'll see if that's what Green wants to do again with a runner at first, nobody out. Skeens going to throw over to first to keep an eye on Howell. Is 5 for 5 in stolen bases on the year. Next pitch is a strike on the outside corner as again Green squared to bunt. He's got 2 sacrifices on the year. Evens a count 1-1. Tommy White playing in on the infield grass, third base side for the Tigers defensively. The 1-1 tries to stab at this pitch low and away and couldn't get the bat on it, falls behind 1-2. So Greenville determined to lay down a bunt, but now he finds himself behind in the count.
Green was among the leaders for Auburn in sack bunts, but unable to execute here. Let's see if Skeens can retire him now.
The 1-2, swing and a miss. Got him with the slider, and down on strikes goes Green, so unsuccessful to advance the runner. Paul Skeens records strikeout number 7 on the night, another Super One Food strikeout. Now we'll see Nate LaRue in the 9 spot. LaRue was caught looking by Skeens back in the 3rd. So Howe remains at first base. Skeens fires to the plate, a swing and a miss. Got him again with that slider, tailing away from the right-hander, and it's 0-1.
Pitch count now at 63 for Skeens. 45 strikes, 18 balls thrown by the Tiger Ace.
Another turn, throw to first, and again Howell slides back safely. This inning, of course, brought to you by AccuTemp Services. A reminder, don't let AC or heater outages keep you on the bench this year. Text home run to 31996. Get your AC system checked from AccuTemp Services. Runner at first, one down, 2-0, LSU leads. Skeens, the 0-1 pitch to the plate, another breaking ball, and it's fouled back into the backstop. And now Skeens in the driver's seat, 0-2 the count to LaRue. 39 strikeouts and 100 plate appearances on the year for the Auburn catcher. The 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss. Got him with a slider once again. Back-to-back strikeouts. 8th Superone Foods strikeout of the night. Suddenly 2 down. Top of the order. Chris Stanfield, the left fielder, will come to the plate. Stanfield tonight 1 for 2. Had a leadoff single in the bottom of the first inning. Was a strikeout victim to Skeens last time in the 3rd frame. Howe with a leadoff of first. Pitch from Skeens. This time the slider, and Stanfield stays away. 1 ball, no strikes.
Stanfield, freshman for the Auburn Tigers out of Tallahassee, Florida.
Skeens looks over at first. From the stretch, he'll fire the 1-0 pitch, and this fastball well away from the right-hander as Milazzo dropped it momentarily, but Howe certainly has done his scouting. He knows not near far enough to try to get to second base. So now 2-0 the count to Stanfield. Under the lights here on the Plains, the 2-0 pitch. Mashed opposite field to right. A 1-hopper to Pearson. Stanfield with his 2nd hit of the night. And with 2 down, Auburn now runners first and second.
As freshman Stanfield has been impressive against Paul Skeens. He slapped the ball hard into left field in his first plate appearance, and after a strikeout, he punches it into right field. And Auburn now has Ike Irish coming to the plate, left-handed hitter with a lot of pop, as Wes Johnson out to the mound to speak to Paul Skeens and the entire Tiger infield.
2-0 our score. Auburn now with a threat, somewhat threat. Runners first and second, although Skeens does have 2 outs in his pocket, trying to go after Ike Irish, who is 0 for 1 tonight. Did get a walk back in the 3rd inning. Bill, we mentioned it's May the 4th. You got a favorite Star Wars movie?
Well, let's see. I always liked, I guess it would be episode 6, the final episode of the initial trilogy, if you will.
The Return of the Jedi.
Return of the Jedi. Thank you. I've really enjoyed that. Saw it in the theater back when people went to movies in the theater. Back in the early 80s.
Runners first and second, back to action now. Skeens, pitch to Irish, breaking ball for a strike, and it's 0-1. And a lot of the people from our generation normally go Empire Strikes Back. I don't know that that's initially my vote, but you see that a lot. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Down low in the zone. Skeens again gets ahead. 0-2. Stanfield behind in the count. Came away with a base hit to right. Skeens certainly has other ideas here with a runner at first, a runner at second, 2 outs, and his Tigers leading 2-0. The freshman Irish awaits. Pitch to the left-hander. Swing and a miss. Got him to chase it low. Milazzo has to pick it up. He'll throw down to first. Does so to Jones. And Skeens records strikeout number 9 and squelches the threat for Auburn here in the bottom of the 5th inning. No runs, 2 hits. They leave those 2 men on. Still 2-0. LSU leads. They come to the plate. It'll be Thompson, Jones, and Pearson. 6, 7, and 8 when we return on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
When you open a crisp, cold Bud Light, you know game day is here.
You owe me $5.
We mean every sound. Enjoy responsibly. 2022 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Are you a homeowner looking to keep your home cool while saving money? Perhaps you're an HVAC contractor who wants to offer customers more efficient, more consistent home comfort. Luxair is the name to know for unmistakably efficient and reliable home cooling, and great business building programs for contractors too. Contact your Luxair dealer to find out more. Or if you're a contractor, visit solarsupplyluxair.com to learn about working with Luxair.
When you open a crisp, cold Bud Light, you know game day is here.
You owe me $5.
We mean every sound. Enjoy responsibly. 2022 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Straddling the mighty Mississippi between Baton Rouge and New Orleans, Ascension Parish is Louisiana's sweet spot for a perfect weekend stopover, shop-over stay. Shop at Tanger Outlet's 60-plus designer and brand name stores. Tour fabulous Homa's House Mansion and Gardens. Visit Sugar-Filled Spirits Distillery, known for its unique spirits, wines, and ciders made from real local ingredients and flavors, or so many other interesting nearby attractions. Just a half-hour east of Baton Rouge's Tiger Stadium and 1 hour west of New Orleans. Ascension Parish, your Baton Rouge to New Orleans stopover, shop-over spot. For more info, check out visit lasweetspot.com.
Back to the action of LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
LSU holding on to a 2-0 lead here. We go to the top of the 6th inning. Tigers come to the plate. Thompson, Jones, and Pearson due up. As they do a little handiwork to the field here between innings. Thompson to lead it off. He's 0 for 2 tonight. Bill, did you get a chance to celebrate Cinco de Mayo today, or?
I'm really disappointed. That didn't even cross my mind. Maybe late night Taco Bell run.
You were super locked into getting ready for this weekend.
Absolutely.
Maybe tomorrow we've got an 8 o'clock start. Maybe we can celebrate both May the 4th and May the 5th tomorrow, because we're going to be hanging around here for quite a while until we get underway for a late night start. First pitch to Thompson is off speed. Bauman continues in relief. He came in for the starting pitcher, who again did a good job. Chase also gave up those 2 runs in the top of the 1st inning. But Auburn again certainly pleased to be where they are at the moment, down just 2-0. This pitch misses inside. That'll make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Again, Thompson 0 for 2. Looking to get something started for LSU here. Tigers have had a couple of threats as Thompson lifts this one in the air, going back, and the right fielder Bobby Pierce settles under it. That one off the bat pretty well, and then hung up in the air, too much underneath it. Thompson retired, 1 away.
A lot of fly ball outs tonight for the Tigers. In fact, that's the 9th fly ball out recorded by Auburn pitching.
So we'll see Jared Jones. Jones 0 for 1, a strikeout victim in the 2nd. Had a great at bat to earn a walk back in the 4th inning, but was left stranded at first base. First delivery, and it's hit foul out of play. Jones falls behind 0-1. 11 runners left on so far tonight, 6 by LSU, 5 by Auburn. Again, there in the top of the 5th inning, the Tigers had the bases loaded, unable to make hay. Here's the 0-1 to Jones. Misses outside. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Bauman's ERA in SEC games is nearly 9. Has an 8.86 ERA in his previous 10 SEC appearances.
The 1-1, big swing and a miss. Off speed, gets by Jones, and it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Again, as we've seen most of the year, especially in SEC play, they'll have the shift to the left side of the infield here with Green playing left of second base. This pitch misses low to Jones, evens it up 2-2.
Jared had a good weekend, helping lead the Tigers to the sweep of Alabama. 2 home runs, 5 RBI in that series.
1 out, nobody on. 2-2 the count to Jones. Bauman fires, and a ground ball towards the shortstop Foster. He will pump and throw to first in time to retire Jones. 2 outs in the top of the 6th. And it'll be Josh Pearson. Tiger right fielder 0 for 2 tonight. Tigers have been able to make some stuff happen with 2 outs in the inning. Of course, something they've done all season. But so far in tonight's game, they've left men on base. Let's see if Pearson can get a rally started. Infield playing straight up, and the left-hander takes the first pitch, backs him off the plate high and inside. It's 1-0.
Bauman, like his predecessor Alsop, has been effective against this LSU lineup. LSU leads the SEC in batting average coming into tonight's game.
Showing bunt. He'll bring it back, and there's a strike. Off speed again. It looks like Bauman relies on that changeup quite a bit. And it's 1-1 now to Pearson. And the fastball going to be anywhere from 89 to 93 miles an hour as the 1-1 just missed off the plate. Fastball missing, make it 2-1. Bauman comes set. Fires the 2-1. Pearson floats one in the air down the line at first, and coming over to make the play is McMurray on the flare. And that will be all for LSU. 3 up, 3 down go the Tigers. No runs, no hits, nobody on base. We now move to the bottom of the 6th inning. LSU still leading 2-0. Auburn coming up on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Hey, hon, what you doing with your phone? Taking pictures?
No, I'm asking it questions.
Like what?
Hey, Bobo, do flowers have best friends?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that. Hey, follow me. I want to show you something. Look, flowers do have best friends.
Whoa.
Some answers can only be found in nature. Discover the unsearchable. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a trail near you. Brought to you by the United States Forest Service and the Ad Council.
We always picture the SEC student athlete for their speed, their vertical, their agility. But it's time we picture them for more. For their campus voice, their community outreach, and for the simple fact that 20 years later, they're still someone's pride and joy. More than students, more than athletes. In the SEC, it just means more.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
The powerhouse of college baseball on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Bobby Pierce will get it started for Auburn here. It'll be Pierce followed by McMurray and Ware, 3, 4, and 5. As Paul Skeens back out there, we begin the bottom of the 6th inning. Tigers lead 2-0. There's a breaking ball for a strike from Skeens. It's 0-1. Pierce grounded out to Thompson at short in the first. He was a strikeout victim, one of 9 tonight for Paul Skeens. Last time when he came to the plate in the 3rd inning. The 0-1 misses inside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Personnel from LSU between innings headed down to the bullpen. Sam Dutton, one of those. Of course, nobody throwing at the moment. As the 1-1. Fastball at the belt. Gets Skeens ahead 1-2.
Skeens has thrown 74 pitches now, which is still an efficient number this deep into the game here in the 6th.
1 ball, 2 strikes to Pierce. Righty on righty matchup. Skeens fires, and with the breaking ball fouling it off, Pierce stays alive, still 1-2.
Get you up to date on the latest SEC scores. The Tigers, of course, enter tonight's game in first place in the overall SEC standings.
Another 1-2 pitch to the plate, and it's low and outside. Pierce not chasing. That'll even it up. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Tennessee with a big 5-run 7th inning in Athens, and Tennessee now leads Georgia 7-2 in the top of the 8th inning.
Skeens the 2-2 pitch to the plate. Fastball misses low and away. That'll fill the count now to Pierce, 3-2.
In Lexington, bottom of the 7th inning, Kentucky leads South Carolina 4-3. Top of the 5th in Columbia, Missouri leads Ole Miss 8-1.
Payoff pitch, swing and a miss. Down on strikes goes Pierce. Double-digit strikeouts once again for Paul Skeens. That's his 10th Super One Food strikeout of the game. And 1 down here in the bottom of the 6th inning.
Skeens bringing the heat on that pitch. 99-mile-per-hour heater. As Pierce can't find it. Big first out for Skeens.
Now we'll see Cooper McMurray. He's been a strikeout victim on 2 occasions, one looking, one swinging. First pitch to the left-hander. Off speed, a called strike at the knees, 0-1.
They're in the top of the 6th inning now in College Station, Florida, leading Texas A&M 5-4.
Skeens, the 0-1 pitch to the plate. This is low and inside. Evens it up 1-1.
Top of the 6th now in Starkville. Arkansas leads Mississippi State 4-2. Top of the 3rd in Tuscaloosa. Vanderbilt with a 2-0 lead over Alabama.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. And again, dropped in low, just missing. 2 balls, 1 strike. They've got Thompson again shaded just left of second base. 2 guys playing in the shallow right center field grass, your Tigers second baseman. 2-1 pitch to McMurray. Swing and a miss. And on the hands. Swings over the top. Evens it up 2-2. One away here in the bottom of the 6th inning. A 2-2 delivery by Skeens and a ground ball down the line, foul at first. Keeps the count 2-2. Invite you to come out to the Jay Johnson Show. Just 2 more shows remaining this season. This coming Monday night, 6 to 7 p.m. Join us at TJ Ribs on South Acadian or tune in on Eagle 98.1 FM in Baton Rouge on the LSU Sports mobile app and stations all across the great state of Louisiana. Here's the 2-2. Called strike 3. Off speed, and it fooled McMurray. Not what he was looking for, and that's strikeout number 11 on the night for Paul Skeens. 2 gone here in the bottom of the 6th inning. 3rd time tonight. McMurray down on strike, 2nd time looking.
Skeens with 11 Ks now for the 2nd time in the past 3 weeks. He had 11 Ks against Ole Miss 2 weeks ago.
Ware stands in. First pitch driven down the line and fair. Third base way into the corner and left. Around first is Ware, and he will have a stand-up double here with 2 outs. That one roped just inside the third base bag. Ware with his 10th double of the year.
Ware's a dangerous hitter, leading Auburn in RBI on the year. Fortunately, no one was on base with that double. But Auburn now with an opportunity to try to cut into LSU's lead.
Cole Foster stands in with 2 down. So for 2 on the night. Flied out to left field, foul territory. Morgan made a great play on the grab. And then doubled up Auburn with a fly ball deep to left. Morgan made the play. Base running mistake by Ware resulted in a double play. As called strike from Skeens doesn't satisfy the Auburn crowd, but it's 0-1 to Foster. Again, Ware now down at second base with 2 down. The 0-1 from Skeens just missed inside. Fastball spinning Foster out of the way. It's 1-1. Skeens from the stretch looks in. Looks back to second. The 1-1 to the plate. High and inside, make it 2-1. Two outs here in the bottom of the 6th. Skeens pitch on the 2-1. High in the air to center field, but Dylan Cruz circles around, comes up, and Dylan has it for out number 3. So Auburn leaves their 6th man on base tonight at second base. No runs, 1 hit, and 1 left on. We move now to the 7th inning. LSU scored 2 runs in the top of the 1st. They lead 2-0 on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
When it comes to investing in your home's comfort, it's never just one thing. You want to make sure you get an air-conditioned system that's reliable, affordable, energy efficient, backed by a strong warranty, and is installed by a dealer you can trust. That's why people who insist on the best choose Trane. Plus, right now, Trane is offering special financing. So what's not to love? Visit TraneSouth.com to find a local Trane dealer today. It's hard to stop a Trane. Subject to credit approval. Ask for details.
When you're done listening to the Tigers take another victory, the rest of the city will be waiting. After all, there's a lot more to Baton Rouge than just Saturday nights. From famous historic landmarks to iconic hole-in-the-walls, even some of the world's best blues joints, there's something special around every corner. But these foodie flavors and soulful sounds are just a sample of what Baton Rouge has to offer. Whatever you're into, it's all right here. Go to visitbatonrouge.com and start putting together your post-game playbook.
Louisiana Lottery's Top 5 Hits. First up, hit $100. This game is loaded with $100 prizes. Next, climbing the chart is hit $200 with $200 prizes. Holding steady is hit $300 with lots of $300 prizes. A hard act to follow, hit $500 full of $500 prizes. And rocking its way to the top of the chart is hit $5,000 loaded with $5,000 prizes.
Spin your hit today and play the hit family of games from the lottery. Must be at least 21 to purchase.
Back to the action of LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Alex Milazzo will lead it off once again for LSU. Top of the 7th inning here. Plainsman Park, LSU leading Auburn 2-0. First pitch to Milazzo, a cold strike on the outside corner from Tanner Bauman. Sets him up 0-1. Tonight, Milazzo 0 for 1, a ground out to short, and a board on a walk back in the 5th inning. He was left stranded at third base. The 0-1. That one missing, I guess, a little high. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. The 1-1 to Alex. This one does miss, certainly outside and high. It'll make it 2-1. Bauman's 2-1 pitch. Strike on the inner half. Evens it up 2-2.
Pitching has certainly been an issue for Auburn this year, but not tonight. Both Alsop and Bauman have performed extremely well, holding LSU to just 4 hits this evening.
2-2 pitch to Milazzo. Sails outside. That'll fill the count 3-2. Last check at Tiger Park, top of the 4th inning. Georgia leading LSU in a battle of number 10 and number 16, 3-0 Bulldogs. After some weather pushed the game back a bit there in Baton Rouge. Payoff pitch to Milazzo, low and inside. Milazzo earns his 2nd walk of the night, and for the 2nd straight time leading off the inning, he will get down to first base. That will bring us to the top of the order, and Gavin Dugas.
That's what Alex Milazzo does. He always seems to make something positive happen when he's at the plate. Starts off the 7th with a walk.
Dugas tonight atop the order, 1 for 2 and a single in the 3rd. Of course, hit by the pitch in the 1st inning to set up a 2-run homer by Trey Morgan to give the Tigers their current lead 2-0. This one popped up, jammed him in on the hands. Caden Green, the 2nd baseman, between 1st and 2nd, makes the play for the 1st out of the inning. That will bring up Trey Morgan, the aforementioned. Morgan 2 for 3 tonight, also picking up where he left off on Tuesday. A great job on the road at Southeastern, setting the table. He and Dugas both atop the order for LSU. So now Morgan waits on the pitch from the left-hander. On its way, fastball misses low. It's 1-0.
Auburn does have its bullpen active right now. Right-hander Chase Isbell is throwing for the Auburn Tigers.
1 out, Milazzo down at first. The pitch to Morgan. Stays away, but a called strike on the outer half. One and one the count. Bauman, the pitch to the plate. Sails outside, just off the outside corner. And it's 2-1. Two-one pitch. That one does catch the corner. Surprises Morgan a little bit. Evens a count 2-2. Not all that different from the previous pitch.
He's consistently working in that outside portion of the plate against Trey.
So with one down and a 2-2 count, Bauman fires, and it's a foul off the plate or the foot of Morgan. Keeps the count at 2-2.
Trey reached toward his foot as if the ball struck it. Looks like he's okay, though.
Wind picking up here. Now blowing left to right. Two balls, two strikes to Morgan. Runner at first, one down. Bauman fires. And another foul ball this time. Dribbles down the first base line. Count remains 2-2. Just like the winning lineup, remember, Cintas has the all-star services for all of your business needs. Everything from uniforms to kitchens and restroom solutions. Get ready for the workday with Cintas. One out, runner at first. Another 2-2 pitch. And
they're calling a balk.
They are calling a balk. I thought they were going to appeal to see if Morgan went around, but home plate umpire Hank Hemminen came out, and instead of appealing to third, he looked to the second base umpire, Brandon Bennett, and they agree that Bauman committed the balk. That'll move Milazzo down to second. So with one out, the Tigers now with a runner in scoring position. Still a 2-2 count to Trey Morgan. So a chance for Morgan to add to his RBI total here. He's got 31 on the year. Bauman tries to collect himself. And the 2-2 pitch to the plate is going to be a ground ball for a base hit into right center field. Milazzo waved around. He'll come in without a throw, and the Tigers extend their lead 3-0 as Trey Morgan delivers the RBI single, number 32 ribby on the year for Morgan. Give him 3 in tonight's game. And you can hear the Boo Birds not happy with that balk call. Again, I think this crowd anticipated they would appeal on that check swing by Morgan, but that's not what they got. Instead, Bauman charged with the balk, moved Milazzo to second. Morgan with a ground ball single up the middle. And now we'll have a visit on the mound coming up.
Darren Schoenrock, the pitching coach, making his way out to the mound. He's got the right-hander Isbell throwing, and it appears to be ready if he wants to go to the right-hander to face the right-handed hitting Cruz, and he will.
So they'll make another pitching change here as the Tigers able to extend their lead. Milazzo got aboard on a walk. A balk moved him to second. Trey Morgan swings the bat, delivers the RBI single. So a pitching change powered by Sunshine, your hometown John Deere dealer in Louisiana. It's now 3-0 LSU. One out, Morgan at first base. We'll tell you about the new Auburn pitcher who will face Dylan Cruz when we come back on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
It's good to be able to make a change, to never feel stuck. That's why at Cox, we're making a change too. Now Cox internet plans are flexible, so you can choose to just go with internet, add TV tomorrow, or home automation down the line. It's easier than ever to get just what you want and nothing you don't. Flexible plans from Cox. Change anytime. No commitments, no penalties. See for yourself at cox.com/internet. Additional services can be added at then current regular rates. All services subject to residential customer service agreement and acceptable use policy. Restrictions apply.
At Southern Air Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, our top priority is customer comfort. For over 20 years, Southern Air has been dedicated to providing honest pricing with no surprises and passing along their savings to you. Call them today to receive $50 off any AC or plumbing repair, or take advantage of their special financing with no money down and low monthly payments. Call them today at 225-777-8888. That's Southern Air Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing.
Hey, Tiger fans, don't miss out on the latest John Deere deals from Sunshine. Ask us about tractor packages with 0% financing available. From Alex Box Stadium to your own backyard, the grass is always greener behind the wheel of a John Deere. Learn more at sunequip.com. Some restrictions apply. See dealer for details. Offer ends May 28, 2023.
LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball from the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Tigers played a run here in the top of the 7th. Trey Morgan delivers the RBI single to score Milazzo, and it's now a pitching change for Auburn. We'll see their third pitcher of the night, Chase Isbell. A right-hander takes over. Dylan Cruz will come to the plate with Morgan at first base. And again, just one away here in the top half of the 7th.
Chase Isbell, the right-hander, on now for Auburn. He's a senior, 6'3", 210 pounds, out of Springville, Alabama. On the year, Isbell is making his 19th appearance, his 18th in relief. He is 2-1 with a 7.66 ERA. In 22 1/3 innings, he's allowed 25 hits and 19 earned runs. He's walked 13 and struck out 30. He's allowing a .284 opponent batting average. He's also given up 5 home runs this year.
Fastball going to sit in the mid-90s here for Isbell. Likes to mix up the fastball with the slider. Again, Dylan Cruz at the plate with a runner at first, just 1 out. Tigers trying to build on a 3-0 lead. Right-hander Isbell fires to the plate, swing and a miss. Fastball out off the plate. Cruz took a stab and it's 0-1.
Bauman goes 2 1/3 innings for Auburn. Gave up 1 run on 2 hits, 2 walks, 1 strikeout. And Morgan is his responsibility at first base.
Cruz awaits. Isbell fires the 0-1. Cruz pops this one up, shallow center field. On the run is Howell, and he got a good jump, and he's able to get there in shallow center to retire Cruz for the 2nd out of the inning. That'll bring Tommy White, who was intentionally walked with runners 2nd and 3rd last time in the 5th inning. Tommy 0 for 2 at the plate tonight. He'll face Isbell for the first time. But before that, we'll have another mound visit from the pitching coach, Darren Schoenrock.
Auburn does have a lefty in its pen. I don't know if they would intentionally walk White again and put a run in scoring position, but we'll see what they elect to do.
Schoenrock out there having a conversation with LaRue, the catcher, and Isbell, the pitchers. Now our home plate umpire going to go try to hurry up this meeting on the mound.
Lefty down there throwing for Auburn is Drew Nelson. This protracted meeting finally ends, broken up by Hank Henneman, the home plate umpire.
Fans, visit your local Kubota dealer. See why Kubota, the #1 rated reliable tractor under 100 horsepower in the US of A. Visit LSUKubotaDealers.com for your nearest Kubota dealer. Test drive a Kubota. So it appears, with a runner at first and 2 out, Isbell will try his hand against Tommy White. First pitch to the plate, swing and a miss. It's down and away. White went after it. Ends up 0-1. Morgan a short lead off of first. Isbell looks over. Now he'll bring the 0-1 pitch. This one missing outside, sliding LaRue over. It evens the count, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Isbell is making his 10th appearance in an SEC game. In 7 SEC innings, he's given up 9 runs on 9 hits.
1 ball, 1 strike. Isbell fires to the plate. And that one a strike on the outside corner, belt high. Gets ahead of White, 1-2. Isbell looks in. A 1-2 pitch to White. Fouled off. Out of play right side. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. Tiger fans, get ready to taste victory with a Victory Grill from Barbecue Guys. Get your Victory Grill today. Become a backyard barbecue champ. Only at bbqguys.com. Another 1-2 delivery, and White again will send this one down the line, foul in right. Out of play. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. Again, Milazzo led off the inning, aboard on a walk. A balk moved him to second base, and Trey Morgan delivered the RBI single up the middle. Another 1-2 pitch. Misses high from Isbell, and that'll even the count now to Tommy White, 2-2. Tigers 3 runs, 5 hits. Auburn scoreless on 6 hits tonight. Both teams have left 6 men on base. Morgan again at first with 2 out. 2-2 pitch to White. Swing and a miss. White down on strikes. They'll have to pick it up, throw down to first, and LaRue does just that. And the inning comes to an end. LSU, however, adds a run. 1 run on 1 hit. They do leave another man on. 7 left on tonight. Tigers lead 3-0. Time to stretch it out here at Plainsman Park. Bottom of the 7th coming up. Auburn has the 7, 8, and 9 hitters on the way when we continue on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Adopt US Kids presents What to Expect When You're Expecting a Teenager. Learning the lingo.
GOAT, G-O-A-T, acronym, stands for Greatest of All Time. As in, spaghetti sandwiches for dinner? They're my fave. Dad, you're the GOAT.
You don't have to speak teen to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care would love you just the same. Visit adoptuskids.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
We always picture the SEC student athlete for their speed, their vertical, their agility, but it's time we picture them for more. For their campus voice, their community outreach, and for the simple fact that 20 years later, they're still someone's pride and joy. More than students, more than athletes. In the SEC, it just means more.
You took the first step and quit smoking, but even former smokers may still be at risk for lung cancer. That's why SaveByTheScan.org wants you to know about a new low-dose CT scan that can detect lung cancer early. It takes only 60 seconds and could save your life. You took the first step, now take the next. Visit SaveByTheScan.org for a simple quiz to see if you're eligible and talk to your doctor about screening. SaveByTheScan.org is brought to you by the American Lung Association's Lung Force Initiative and the Ad Council.
The powerhouse of college baseball on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Kason Howell will start it off here at the bottom of the 7th for Auburn. They trail LSU 3-0. Paul Skeens continues his work on the mound. The first pitch to Howell fouled off. Center fielder for Auburn, 2 for 2 on the night with a couple of singles as that breaking ball misses outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Just a quick update. Kentucky all over South Carolina. They're in the 8th inning. 7-3 Wildcats as South Carolina now coming off the series loss to Auburn. Kind of spinning a little bit here down the stretch. Keep you updated on that score and others around the SEC. Pitch from Skeens misses to make it 2-1. Skeens trying to retire Howell for the first time tonight. The 2-1 pitch, foul tip held on to by Milazzo. It'll even the count 2-2.
Velocity still strong for Skeens, 97 on that pitch, and he's now thrown 93 pitches tonight.
Here's the 2-2 delivery. Breaking ball and just staying alive. Fouling it off is Howell to keep it 2 balls and 2 strikes. Again, a great pitch mix tonight for Paul Skeens. He's got 11 strikeouts. Auburn's been able to find 6 hits. They've left 6 men on. Another 2-2 delivery, and he went around. Foul tip with the end of the bat on a check swing. Milazzo held on. This time Howell heads back to the dugout, his first strikeout on the night, and Paul Skeens has Super One Food strikeout number 12. The leadoff man retired. Will bring Caden Green, who has struck out twice tonight, once in the 2nd, 1 in the 5th.
Looks like Butch Thompson is going to his bench. He'll send up a right-handed pitch hitter. Justin Kirby is going to hit for Green.
So Kirby will come in, hit for Green in the 8th spot here. Plenty of at-bats, 127 plate appearances, batting .252, 9 doubles, 1 triple, 8 home runs. The base is empty and 1 out. Skeens brings it to the right-hander. Breaking ball down in the dirt outside for ball 1.
Skeens looking to get through 7 innings for the 3rd time this season. His other 2 7-inning outings were against Arkansas and Tennessee.
The 1-0 pitch, swing and a miss. Fastball gets by him. Great location just around the knees. Kirby late coming around. It's 1-1. 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss. Got him to chase this one, a fastball off the plate. And Skeens gets ahead 1-2. Kirby readjusts the batting helmet, digs back in. 1 out and a 1-2 count. Skeens ready to go. The 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss, challenged him right by him, found the hole in the bat at 98 miles an hour. Strikeout number 13 on the night for Paul Skeens. He fans the first 2 batters here in the bottom of the 7th inning. That'll bring Nate LaRue in the 9 spot. LaRue also a couple of strikeouts in his appearances, one looking in the 3rd, swinging in the 5th inning. Skeens, the pitch, missed low. Again, still plenty of velo here. Again, he was very efficient, still able to get double-digit strikeouts. Here's the 1-0. Down the middle for a strike.
Now the 3rd time this year he has reached the 13 strikeout mark, which is his career high. He had 13 against Butler back in early March, 13 strikeouts against Kentucky on April 13th.
1 ball, 1 strike. LaRue awaits. The 100 pitch is a swing and a miss. LaRue down on the count, 1-2.
And if Paul can end the inning here, we may see him to come out in the 8th inning as well.
2 down. The 1-2, swing and a miss. Struck out the side, does Paul Skeens here in the bottom of the 7th inning. 3 up and 3 down, all retired by strikeout. Super One Food strikeout number 14 on the night for Paul Skeens. LSU holds a 3-0 lead as we head to the top of the 8th on this Friday night here on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
At Southern Air Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, our top priority is customer comfort. For over 20 years, Southern Air has been dedicated to providing honest pricing with no surprises and passing along their savings to you. Call them today to receive $50 off any AC or plumbing repair, or take advantage of their special financing with no money down and low monthly payments. Call them today at 225-777-8888. That's Southern Air Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. Hey, Baton Rouge, don't go to just settle for boring old frozen pizza for dinner. Head over to Fat Boys Pizza, where size matters. Come check out their large pies that measure 30 inches across, but the number scarcely does it justice. When you see their 30-inch pie, your whole world got smaller, and your idea of pizza got bigger. From delicious pizza choices, chicken wings, garlic knots, and so much more, stop by Fat Boys Pizza, located on Nicholson Drive in Baton Rouge, or visit them online at eatfatboyspizza.com. NIL is dominating the college sports scene, and LSU has positioned itself at the front of the pack. But to remain competitive and stay ahead of the rest, we need your support. Bayou Traditions is the official NIL collective of LSU athletics. Join the tradition and become a member by signing up online at BayouTraditionsCollective.com. Members receive exclusive access to LSU student athletes that you can't get anywhere else. Help ensure LSU remains a leader in the NIL arena. Sign up today at BayouTraditionsCollective.com.
LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball from the LSU Sports Radio Network.
We hit the top of the 8th inning. LSU leading 3-0 here in this game 1. Tomorrow night, game 2, a late one, 8 o'clock Central Time. Finish out the series on Sunday with a 1 o'clock start. Cade Beloso to lead it off. 5, 6, and 7 due up for LSU as Chase Isbell continues on the mound for Auburn. First pitch from the right-hander, low and inside for ball 1, 1-0. Defensive change for Auburn. Brody Moss takes over at second base. Caden Green, pinch hitter, came in there in the bottom of the 7th inning. Pitch misses high. 2-0 now to Cade Beloso. Cade looking for his first hit tonight. A couple of ground outs and a fly ball out to left field. Shift is on for Auburn, right of second base, but the pitch from Isbell misses low, and it's now 3 balls, no strikes.
Another right-hander warming for Auburn. Hayden Murphy is throwing right now.
Isbell looks and winds. The 3-0 way outside for ball 4. So another leadoff walk given up by Auburn will put Beloso down at first base and bring Jordan Thompson to the plate. The Tigers shortstop tonight 0 for 3.
Meanwhile, Nate Ackenhausen, the lefty, is now throwing in the LSU bullpen. Paul Skeens is just over 100 pitches right now through 7 innings.
Showing bunt. Thompson pulls it back. The breaking ball from Isbell misses inside for ball 1. 1-0 the count. Runner at first. See what Thompson offers here. Isbell comes set, checks the runner, again squares the bunt. This pitch is strike on the outside corner as Jordan pulled it back, and it's 1-1.
Jay Johnson out in front of the dugout, signaling to Beloso and Thompson what he wants to execute.
1 ball, 1 strike. Tigers up 3-0 here. Latter innings of the game. Again squaring to bunt. He pops it up, hits it right back to Isbell just in front of the mound. Good job by Beloso to not wander far. He's back to first base, but that is the first out of the inning. Love the idea, but not the execution there. Popping up the bunt right back to Isbell on the mound. That'll bring Jared Jones to the plate. Jones 0 for 2. Did work a walk back in the 4th inning. Strikeout in the 2nd and a ground out to the shortstop Foster back in the 6th. Isbell checks the runner, now fires. Pitch is low for ball 1 to Jones.
Now the right-hander Murphy has taken a seat for Auburn in the bullpen. They've got the lefty Nelson throwing again.
Again, the shift on. 3 infielders left of second base. 1-0 to Jones and a swing and a miss on a fastball at 92 from Isbell. Evens the count 1-1. Isbell's 1-1 pitch to the plate, and it's a strike at the belt. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Jones behind in the count. Love to see the freshman get one he can crush here and challenge the monster in left field. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. That pitch in on the hands. Jones a little late with the swing, and Isbell records the strikeout. It's his 2nd in relief. Now 2 gone for LSU. Brings up Josh Pearson. Pearson 0 for 3 tonight.
And again, this maligned Auburn pitching staff has been very impressive tonight. They've kept Auburn in this game. Fortunately for LSU, Paul Skeens has been dominant with a career-high 14 strikeouts.
So again, Beloso at first base, now 2 outs. First pitch to the left-hander Pearson, a strike on the inside corner, and it's 0-1. Pearson flied out to right field in the 2nd. Again in the 4th inning, foul territory down the line in right. Then popped out to first baseman Cooper McMurray back in the 6th inning. The 0-1 to Pearson. Missed high, eye level, 1-1. Isbell looks over to first. Again, not a huge lead by Beloso. And the pitch to Pearson, a strike on the inner half. Isbell gets ahead 1-2. Pearson a .216 average on the year, batting .269 with 2 outs in the inning. Now behind in the count. Isbell's 1-2 pitch. Hit down the line in right, but this one angling This one is foul down the line. Pearson got all of that one. But the foul keeps the count 1-2.
That 216 batting average for Pearson, that's a misleading number. He gives you so many competitive at-bats. And he definitely has the potential to go deep.
Still 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 down, a runner at first. LSU leading 3-0. Isbell fires. Inside missing. Evens the count 2-2. Pearson looking to extend the inning here. 2-2 pitch. Called, strike 3 on the outside corner. Isbell records the punch out, his 3rd of the night. And the Tigers are finished here in the top of the 8th. No runs, no hits. They leave 1 man on. We now move to the bottom of the 8th inning. Fighting Tigers leading 3-0 over Auburn. Back after this on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Wake up and text. Text and eat. Text and meet up with a friend you haven't seen in forever.
Hi.
Oh, hey. Text and complain that they're on their phone the whole time. Text and listen to them complain that you're on your phone the whole time. Text and whatever. But when you get behind the wheel, give your phone to a passenger. Put it in the glove box. Just don't text and drive. Visit StopTextsStopWrecks.org. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
We always picture the SEC student athlete for their speed, their vertical, their agility. But it's time we picture them for more. For their campus voice, their community outreach, and for the simple fact that 20 years later, they're still someone's pride and joy. More than students, more than athletes. In the SEC, it just means more.
Hi, we're the Goo Goo Dolls. We're fortunate that our daughters have what they need to grow and learn. But that isn't the case for nearly 13 million kids in the U.S. that struggle with hunger.
Childhood hunger is a heartbreaking reality that Feeding America is working to change. Each year, the Feeding America network of food banks rescues billions of pounds of good food that would have gone to waste and provides it to families and children in need.
You can help kids in need in your community by visiting feedingamerica.org.
Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
Back to the action of LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Well, Bill Franquez, Mr. LSU Baseball, was correct. Paul Skeens struck out the side against Auburn there in the bottom of the 7th inning. And we will see him get it started here in the bottom of the 8th. Top of the order, Stanfield leads it off in the first pitch. Just missed the outside corner. Slider just off maybe by a baseball, and it's 1-0.
First time this season that Skeens has worked into the 8th inning.
1-0 to Stanfield, drops in low. That'll make it 2 balls, no strikes. Stanfield been a tough out tonight. The freshman 2 for 3, a single in the first, a single in the 5th. Skeens did record a strikeout against the Auburn left fielder back in the 3rd inning. 2-0 delivery, that's a strike with a fastball, and it's 2-1.
So Skeens right now at 106 pitches. His season high is 117. He did that in a 6-inning outing against Ole Miss 2 weeks ago.
2-1 pitch, swing and a miss. Got that fastball by him. Still plenty of velocity there. Stanfield nowhere close to reaching that one. 2-2 the count. Skeens, the 2-2. Just missed low and inside.
Tigers did make a defensive change. Paxton Kling is now in right field for LSU in place of Josh Pearson.
Full count now to Chris Stanfield. Payoff delivery. Lifted straight up into the air, third base side. White coming in, foul territory. He lost it, and it will bounce. Foul. Milazzo yielded to White. Alex was running up the line. Of course, Tommy White was coming in and must have lost it in the lights. He had a beat on it, and then at the last moment, he let both Thompson and Milazzo know he lost it. So that allows Stanfield to come back and swing again with a 3-2 count.
Well, let's hope that doesn't come back to bite the Tigers. That would have been a big first out here against Stanfield. As you said, it's been a very tough out against Skeens.
So Skeens will have to try it again. Payoff delivery to Stanfield. Breaking ball called strike 3. What a pitch and what execution by Skeens. Stanfield not looking for that at all. He was almost backing up as that broke across the plate, and Paul Skeens, 15 Super One Food strikeout, and Jay Johnson now on his way out to the mound. He's going to make the call. But again, Skeens going to get a couple of high fives from his teammates after a phenomenal performance once again. 15 strikeouts on the night. Gets the first out here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Pitching change powered by Sunshine, your hometown John Deere dealer in Louisiana. And that one certainly a highlight strikeout. 15 strikeouts tonight, the most by a Tiger pitcher since Tyler Jones had 15 against UNO back in May of 2011. New pitcher coming in. LSU leading 3-0. Bottom of the 8th, 1 away. Back after this on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Tiger fans, with awesome John Deere deals by Sunshine, you'll never strike out. Ask us about tractor packages with 0% financing available. When you're looking for excellent products to help you get the job done, look no further than Sunshine Quality Solutions. Learn more at sunequip.com. Some restrictions apply. See dealer for details. Offer ends May 28, 2023.
It takes true grit to wake up every morning dedicated to a higher standard of work. At H&E Equipment Services, we're leveraging our national fleet of equipment with a local approach, working closely with customers to understand their needs and provide them reliability, fair prices, and the support of a first-class service team. We're an equipment company, run by equipment people. Where others stop, we continue. H&E Equipment Services, the higher standard in equipment rentals, sales, parts, and service.
Louisiana Lottery's Top 5 Hits. First up, hit $100. This game is loaded with $100 prizes. Next, climbing the chart is hit $200 with $200 prizes. Holding steady is hit $300 with lots of $300 prizes. A hard act to follow, hit $500 full of $500 prizes. And rocking its way to the top of the chart is hit $5,000 loaded with $5,000 prizes.
Spin your hit today and play the Hit family of games from the lottery. Must be at least 21 to purchase.
Back to the action of LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
To say we need to enjoy watching Paul Skeens throw the baseball here at LSU is a massive understatement. 15 strikeouts tonight. Highest total since way back in 2011. Goes 7 1/3 innings tonight. Records the first out here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Nate Ackenhausen will take over. And the first pitch going to be a sharply hit one hopper to short. Handled by Thompson, who throws to first as Trey Morgan takes over at first base for the second out of the inning. What an incredible play by Thompson there, as that one came right back at Ackenhausen off of Irish's bat. And Thompson able to stay locked in, take the bounce, and record the second out of the inning. That will bring Pierce to the plate. Struck out twice to Skeens. This pitch from Ackenhausen, a called strike to make it 0-1. Skeens, Bill, faced 28 batters tonight. Struck out 15 of them for Auburn.
Incredible.
The 0-1 from Ackenhausen. Missed low, 1 ball, 1 strike now. To Pierce.
You mentioned most strikeouts since Tyler Jones had 15 against UNO in 2011. It's most strikeouts in an SEC game since 2009 against Auburn by Anthony Renato.
The 1-1. Swing and a miss. Ackenhausen got him to chase it low in the zone. Nate ahead in the count, 1-2 with 2 gone here in the bottom of the 8th inning. The 1-2 pitch. Called strike 3 on the inside corner. Nate Ackenhausen taking a page from Paul Skeens. Finishes Auburn here in the bottom of the 8th with his first Super One Food strikeout. And Auburn goes very quietly here in the 8th. No runs, no hits, nobody on base. LSU leading 3-0. Tigers have Milazzo leading off the inning, Dugas and Morgan. As we head to the 9th here in Auburn, Tigers up 3-0 on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Oh, man, I'm glad you're here. Sit down and visit with me, Mom. I'm making it all ready for supper with my family tonight. I can't wait to hug my grandbabies and pass a good time over some good food. Ooh, I better start my rice. You know, it seems like all the best meals start by cooking some rice. Cajun country rice, of course. It's what you gotta have when you're cooking with love. I pick it up down the street at the grocery store, and I can even buy it online at CajunCountryRice.com. Y'all stay and eat. There's plenty, yeah.
Hi, I'm Kevin Falk, LSU Hall of Famer. My years at LSU were amazing. I've always loved celebrating with my teammates, especially when someone was serving up some delicious Manda sauce. For a lot of Tiger fans, it's just not game day without Manda in the mix. Serving top quality sauces and original seasoning is Manda's strong side. But it's not Manda's flavor that's always got me running back for more. You get it? Running back for more. After 75 years, the flavor still says it all. Manda Fine Meats, the official smoke sauce of LSU Athletics.
Hey, Tiger fans 12 and younger, don't miss your chance to be a part of Mike's Kids Club. Presented by Shell, the exclusive kids club of LSU Athletics. Join Mike's Kids Club for only $25. Get the official Mike's Kids Club t-shirt, free admission to select LSU athletic events, and much, much more. To learn about upcoming events and to join, please visit LSUMKC.com. The Mike's Kids Club, presented by Shell.
The powerhouse of college baseball on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
LSU leading Auburn 3-0 here in Game 1. Tigers 3 runs, 5 hits. Auburn scoreless on 6 hits tonight. Paul Skeens, 15 punch-outs, faced 28 batters. Again, as Bill mentioned moments ago, Jones, Renato, and Skeens now the only 3 Tigers with 15-plus strikeouts this century. And Skeens, another masterful performance. But, Bill, if you're LSU, you got Milazzo leading things off. He set the table nicely in the 5th with a walk, 7th with a walk, and came around to score that 3rd run of the game. But, again, LSU just 5 hits tonight. Auburn's been able to piece it together with their staff. And LSU and Jay Johnson would love to see several more runs here in the top of the 9th inning. His new pitcher, Hayden Murphy, takes over. Milazzo swings at the first pitch, and it's fouled back behind us, 0-1.
Hayden Murphy, a right-hander for Auburn, now on the hill. He's 1-0 with an 11.57 ERA, 11th appearance of the year, 16 in a 3rd innings. He's given up 31 hits.
The 0-1 in there for a strike. Fastball at 92. Milazzo behind in the count, 0-2.
Murphy's allowed 21 runs on those 31 hits, 8 walks and 9 strikeouts.
The 0-2 pitch, low and outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Of course, the big storyline tonight is the performance of Paul Skeens, but Auburn has stayed in the game because of their pitching staff doing a nice job against this explosive LSU offense.
Elevated fastball. Milazzo chases it down on strikes for the first time tonight. Murphy records his first punch out. There's 1 gone in the top of the 9th inning. Top of the order now, Gavin Dugas, who's 1 for 3. Got a single back in the 3rd inning. Of course, came in to score the first run of the game just in front of Trey Morgan after Gavin was hit by the first pitch of the night. Morgan would follow with his 4th home run of the year down the line in right. Pitch to Dugas, in on the hands. Missing for ball 1, 1-0. 1-0 pitch. Catches the outside corner. That'll even it up 1-1. Again, they started tonight. Chase Alsop, sophomore right-hander, who really gave up those 2 runs early but settled down nicely as there's a swing and a miss by Dugas chasing the breaking ball, and it's 1-2. Tomorrow they'll go with their weekend ace, so to speak. Tommy Vale will get the start in Game 2 tomorrow night. The 1-2 pitch. Somewhere it missed. I'm not sure where. Dugas had a better eye than I did, and it's 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Dugas. 1 out in the inning. The pitch, another pitch elevated up in the zone. Dugas couldn't stay away. He's down on strikes. 2 gone in the top of the 9th inning. So now Trey Morgan. If LSU wants to add to their lead, it'll have to start with Trey, who started the game in left field, came in, moved to first base there in the bottom of the 8th inning. As the Tigers inserted Paxton Kling to right, moved Josh Pearson to left. So now Morgan, who's 3 for 4 tonight, waits on the pitch, jumps on it, fouls it back, and it's 0-1.
Looking ahead to the bottom of the 9th inning, Auburn has the heart of its order coming up. 4, 5, and 6, McMurray, Ware, and Foster.
The 0-1, popped up Morgan. Shallow left field. Going back, the third baseman gets out of the way of Foster, the shortstop, who will make the grab for out number 3. So in the top of the 9th, Hayden Murphy comes in, the freshman, retires the Tigers in order, 1-2-3. We go to the bottom of the 9th, LSU leading 3-0. Auburn will send up McMurray, Ware, and Foster. Face Nate Ackenhausen, tries to close up shop here on this Friday night. LSU leads 3-0, bottom of the 9th, coming up on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Albertsons is making shopping and saving easier than ever. Just For You deals is now Albertsons for You. It's everything you love about Just For You with all new perks. Get rewarded for just being you, including personalized deals, a free item every month, and even a treat on your birthday. With Albertsons for You, you earn points every time you shop and redeem them for discounts on groceries and more. Brand new Albertsons for You members receive $5 off their next $25 or more purchase just for signing up. Download the Albertsons app or simply update your existing mobile app to see your all new, all awesome perks. Albertsons, fresh foods, local flavors. Support your LSU Tigers with Hancock Whitney, the official bank of LSU athletics. From game day to the offseason, Hancock Whitney LSU credit and debit cards are a big win for any Tiger fan. Want to get your paws on these cards? Well, apply online or visit HancockWhitney.com/LSU. Hancock Whitney Bank, member FDIC. All accounts subject to credit approval. Terms and conditions may apply.
It takes true grit to wake up every morning dedicated to a higher standard of work. At H&E Equipment Services, we're leveraging our national fleet of equipment with a local approach, working closely with customers to understand their needs and provide them reliability, fair prices, and the support of a first-class service team. We're an equipment company run by equipment people. Where others stop, we continue. H&E Equipment Services, the higher standard in equipment rental, sales, parts, and service.
LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball from the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Cooper McMurray leads it off for Auburn here in the bottom of the 9th inning. LSU leading 3-0. Here in this SEC West showdown, game 1 of a 3-game set. Nate Ackenhausen ready to begin. First pitch to McMurray, delivered for a strike at the knees. And it's 0-1. McMurray tonight, 3 strikeouts, all coming at the hands of Paul Skeens, who again with 15 Ks tonight. Ackenhausen, the left-hander, looks in. Lefty on lefty matchup here against McMurray. The 0-1. Base hit up the middle into center field. McMurray aboard. That's the 7th hit of the night for Auburn. And here in the bottom of the 9th, Coach Thompson got to be pleased. The plan coming in, moving the weekend rotation around. Going with Chase Alsop, the sophomore, who I thought pitched really, really well after giving up the early 2 runs in the top of the 1st inning. As now Jay Johnson out. He's going to make a change. So Ackenhausen, after giving up the single, Tigers will make a call to the bullpen once again. Pitching change powered by Sunshine, your hometown John Deere dealer in Louisiana. Auburn trying to steal one after a magnificent performance by Paul Skeens. They'll bring in a new pitcher. Tigers need to find 3 outs to get game 1. We'll continue after this on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Hey, Tiger fans, don't miss out on the latest John Deere deals from Sunshine. Ask us about tractor packages with 0% financing available. From Alex Box Stadium to your own backyard, the grass is always greener behind the wheel of a John Deere. Learn more at sunequip.com. Some restrictions apply. See dealer for details. Offer ends May 28, 2023.
Albertsons is making shopping and saving easier than ever. Just For You deals is now Albertsons for You. It's everything you love about Just For You with all new perks. Get rewarded for just being you, including personalized deals, a free item every month, and even a treat on your birthday. With Albertsons for You, you earn points every time you shop and redeem them for discounts on groceries and more. Brand new Albertsons for You members receive $5 off their next $25 or more purchase just for signing up. Download the Albertsons app or simply update your existing mobile app to see your all new, all awesome perks. Albertsons, fresh foods, local flavors. Support your LSU Tigers with Hancock Whitney, the official bank of LSU athletics. From game day to the offseason, Hancock Whitney LSU credit and debit cards are a big win for any Tiger fan. Want to get your paws on these cards? Well, apply online or visit HancockWhitney.com/LSU. Hancock Whitney Bank, member FDIC. All accounts subject to credit approval. Terms and conditions may apply.
The powerhouse of college baseball on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Thatcher Hurd will take over. Comes in for Nate Ackenhausen here. Runner at first, nobody out, bottom of the ninth. LSU leading 3-0 over Auburn. Hurd in relief. Comes in, makes his 14th appearance. SEC play. Thatcher making his 6th appearance. 3rd time out of the pen in SEC competition. Coming off a good performance last weekend. Jay Johnson, lots of confidence in the right-hander. As he will face Ware, who has 2 for 3 tonight, including a single and a double. Righty on righty matchup with a runner at first. The first delivery from Hurd misses low and away, and it's ball 1. McMurray at first base. Got the single up the middle to start the bottom of the ninth. The 1-0 pitch. Swung on and fouled back behind us. Evens the count, 1 ball and 1 strike. In SEC action, Thatcher Hurd a 16.2 ERA. Pitched 8 in the 3rd against league competition. 15 hits, 15 runs, all earned. The 1-1, again, fastball, but sent back foul off the bat of Ware. And Hurd gets ahead 1-2. Tigers again offensively tonight, 3 runs on just 5 hits. The 1-2 pitch from Hurd, low and outside. Milazzo blocks it up. Evens the count now to Ware, 2-2. Paul Skeens, one you want to frame tonight. Again, went deep, as deep as he's been all year. Deepest, I should say. 7 1/3, 6 hits, no runs, 1 walk, 15 strikeouts. But again, the offense unable to get some distance here. It's a 3-0 lead in the bottom of the ninth. On the road at Auburn. Runner at first, nobody out. The 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Got Ware to chase one that nearly scraped the top of the plate. Ware down on strikes for the first time tonight, and a big punch out for Thatcher Hurd. His first Super One Food strikeout, and there's 1 down, 2 to go for the Fighting Tigers of LSU. Now will be Cole Foster, a left-handed hitter, who's 0 for 3 tonight. A couple of fly ball outs, 1 to left, 1 to center. And then had that long fly ball to left field near the wall that doubled up Auburn on a base running mistake by Ware. Back in the 4th inning. First pitch, foul tipped off the bat, rolls to the backstop, and it's 0-1. Currently nobody up and throwing for LSU in the bullpen. Runner at first, 1 down. Pitch from Hurd. Strike on the outside corner with a fastball. And it's 0-2. Hurd gets ahead of Foster. Middle infield, double play depth here with Thompson and Dugas. The 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss. Chase one inside and low. Down on strikes goes Foster, and Thatcher Hurd now coming in, records the second out of the inning, his second Super One Food strikeout. And Auburn down to their final out now. Case and Howell coming to the plate. Howell tonight, a couple of singles, one in the second, one in the fifth. Strikeout victim to Paul Skeens in the seventh inning. Runner at first, two down. The pitch across the plate for a strike. It's 0-1. Hurd with a fastball at 91. McMurray takes the lead off of first. Here's the 0-1 from Hurd. Off speed, called strike on the inside corner. It's 0-2. Hurd called upon out of the bullpen. Right now he's dealing. 2 outs, runner at first, an 0-2 count. Here's a little tapper towards short. Thompson comes in on the short hop, throws on the run in time to Morgan, and the Tigers win. Tigers win. Thatcher Hurd comes in, closes the deal, and LSU gets the victory 3-0 tonight to start this series on the Plains. LSU with the win moves to 37-8, 16-5 in SEC play. For Auburn, they fall to 25-19-1, now 9-13 in league action. The final tonight from Plainsman Park, LSU 3, Auburn nothing on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Adventure has its own style. It's made of tall trees,
Chris, who do you think's gonna
unpaved
get
trails,
player of the game
and
tonight?
at the center, the most capable Subaru Forester yet. The 2023 Subaru Forester Wilderness. It comes with 9.2 inches of ground clearance, paired with standard symmetrical all-wheel drive and advanced dual-function X mode. Discover adventure on a deeper level. The 2023 Subaru Forester Wilderness. Visit Subaru of Baton Rouge on airline or online at Subaru.com.
Tiger fans, with awesome John Deere deals by Sunshine, you'll never strike out. Ask us about tractor packages with 0% financing available. When you're looking for excellent products to help you get the job done, look no further than Sunshine Quality Solutions. Learn more at sunequip.com. Some restrictions apply. See dealer for details. Offer ends May 28, 2023.
Will Scott Mobile Mini is the global leader in modular offices and storage containers. Keep your products safe and secure with our wide array of vault-like storage containers. Need shelves and lighting for your container? We can help. We have the right container for your industrial, commercial, or residential storage needs.